Good everyone, evening one, evening all, and welcome to the Good Ship Chaos, ready for your weekly dose of footballing action. My voice is just about back from squeaking through the last couple of minutes last week. So if not though, as you can see, I've got a lovely panel to help me out this evening. Alongside lovely Danny and Paul, who we're familiar with, we've got lovely Matt, making his official pod appearance this week, who will be our resident Chelsea expert. But yeah, Matt, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. Obviously, people might know me as the person who's always in the chat, laughing with Graham, trying to make cheesy pun. That's a cheesy pun. Talking about Emma's raw chicken in the chat, mentioning Rosie's stuff in the loft. But yeah, happy to be on the pod. Not the first time I've been on the pod, of course. Myself, Freya, and Paul did the lift along, I believe, the Women's Euros. Wales against Netherlands.
Yes, so, yeah, back in the summer.
First time you heard my voice, but first time I see my face. So
yes. So just to confirm, everyone, this is Matt from the chat, who you would have seen. Which we need to make a thing. We need to make it on a t-shirt now to make it. But yes, happy to have you, Matt. Of course. Paul, Danny, I did just skim over you there. Are you both okay?
Yeah, Danny, you go first.
Yes.
I did. No, it's fine. You skim over us all you want.
No, I need to ask you if you're okay.
I'm okay, thank you. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. I was saying before we came on air, I do still have quite a bark of a cough, so if I suddenly mute myself and look like I'm having a cough and fit, I'll be fine. Don't worry. I've got about 3 litres of water surrounding me, so it should be.
What do we do if you keel over sideways while you're coughing and just kind of disappear from view?
I'm sure. Text someone. I'm sure they'll have admin privileges, and we'll just leave it there.
Just get Anton instead of the code from Saturday.
Exactly. Yeah, he's probably still running around that pub somewhere.
He's still topless somewhere in the ant.
But yes, if people don't know what we're talking about for that one, our lovely Ant, we saw his reaction when Sunderland women got that last minute winner. He did the same thing when Sunderland men at the weekend got the last minute winner over Newcastle and did a lovely run around the pub, which was fantastic. So if that does happen, I love you all. It's been a great run. And hopefully, there's a football podcast in the afterlife that I can host.
Wow.
So if
award winning.
This
is what we're winning awards for, guys. This is what
absolute afterlife.
Cheers.
When we talk about God playing people out of position, because everybody knows that Lucifer is a striker, not a right winger.
I tell you what, they've still got to go to heaven and get something. I tell you, I would love it. Love it.
Running down like that winger, like a bat out of hell. You just go. Keep going on and on.
I tell you what, rubbish schools they were.
Well done.
Thanks.
We've peaked at 4 minutes in. So I think we'll just leave it there, guys. We'll just go. Oh, I love it. But yeah, there is football on tonight. We will be talking about some football as well, amidst all of the spirits of the evening.
Graham, a banger.
Straight in.
Well done. Slow claps all around for Graham. Oh, we love it. I absolutely love it. But yes, hope everyone in the chat is okay. We did laugh at Graham saying 8:33 Team Chaos assemble. We were there. I was literally pressing the button as you put it, mate. So well done you. And thank you everyone for joining us once again. So yes, we've got current Champions League on at the moment. We've got Man United is currently 1-1 against Bayern Munich. Pernilla Harder scored, well, was it within like 4 minutes or something?
It was earlier than that even. I think it was within about 2, I think, wasn't it?
In about 2 minutes, yeah. It felt like the whistle had just gone. And it was like, and Harder. I was like, oh, all right. Showing it doesn't really sad though, Old Trafford being so empty, because the fans are on the other side, aren't they, to the cameras. So yeah, it just looks a bit sad. But yes, 1-1.
Looks a bit COVID, doesn't it, at the minute?
COVID.
It's a bit
A
COVID.
bit COVID.
Yeah.
What a wonderful adjective. But yeah, Danny, you were saying it was a penalty, wasn't it, for United?
Yeah, it was.
The equaliser?
Yeah. Letitia stepped up and powered it in. So 1-1. That's pretty much the only thing they've had on goal, though, United so far.
Yeah, I was going to say it's been all Bayern, hasn't it?
Bayern.
It's weird because obviously Stanway playing, and we don't get to see that much German football, so it's quite nice to hear and Stanway and to see these players again. Don't quite know who Zigiotti is. Don't quite know her.
No.
Zigiotti.
Is it on the BBC?
Zagiotti's brother. Oh, is she?
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the ESPN on Disney Plus.
Shula just had a shot wide. That's another shot. I assume I might be probably 10 minutes behind as always.
Zaggiotti and Zaggiotti, of course, known in midfield as Dem Girls. Only Danny got that one. That's a really obscure music joke right there. If you weren't born, Matt, you weren't born when that came out, so
no, absolutely not.
I was going to say, joining us at the right time, Sean, for all of the references. So yeah, that is 1-1. Bayern were on the attack, but I think that was Rolfer that was able to get that one out. Was it? There's a lot of blonde ponytails again. Why am I always getting these matches where there's a lot going on?
There's a joke about German teams and blonde ponytails, isn't there? We should probably.
I'm sure we could make a couple. Yeah, we probably shouldn't, but I'm sure we could make a few. But of course, this one is live. We will bring you those updates on the 40th minute, so it should be. Well, it will be halftime very soon, and we'll check in again then. Earlier this evening, though, we had Real Madrid, Barcelona, which ended Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 6. Just a slight goal difference there. So Barcelona were 2-0 up through Payot and Esme Brutes before Linda Caicedo, of course, made it 2-1. Payot got a brace, then it was Paredes and Lopez making it 5-1, and then Caicedo got her brace to make it 5-2. And then there was a late penalty for Barcelona, scored by Alexia. Because who else has to get a name on the score sheet, doesn't she? So they've got a very, very good goal difference going into the second leg.
Both Caicedo goals were great. The second one was a lovely strike, especially.
Echoed in the chat as well. Yeah. Lovely.
Not quite Thundy B, but almost.
Not quite Thundy B. But hey, we've got an update on a klaxon for a floaty L, haven't we, Danny? So we will be coming back to that.
Yeah. It may be the best floaty L yet, actually. Now I've seen it.
Oh, that's a big shout. But yes, we will cover it. Don't you worry. The only other thing I want to say about this Man United game, Miyazawa, of course, has just come back from the Asian Cup, and we've seen lots across social media of all the players being welcomed back from Japan winning, of course, if anyone missed that one. Should she have been straight back into the starting lineup? No. I personally would have rested her. No? Good. Thank you, Matt. but you're right. I mean,
Skinners does is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I know Miyazawa is a fantastic player, but you've got to have a time to jet lag. It was like last night. Obviously, Ellie Carpenter was on the bench for Chelsea. Obviously, Sheen just flown back, and obviously Samko wasn't there. She only flew back the early hours of this morning or yesterday morning. So it's a bit of a risk, but I think that just shows that United are kind of need her. Just shows how much she is a important player, Miyazawa.
Yeah, how much they've missed her. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because I was going to say, I know Carpenter was on the bench last night, but you would hope that she would only be used if absolutely necessary to give her that rest time. Because obviously, fingers crossed, nothing will happen this evening. But you just think player safety and rest and recovery needs to come first, doesn't it? So yes, lovely. So yeah, like we said, we will keep you up to date with all of those going on. We've also got some NWSL games on this week. No, tonight. It's because I've just read this week. But Danny, we were saying it's not like a real league sometimes, is it? Because they'll have a kickoff time, but that's just like a guide.
Yeah, it's just a rough guide, really. I think the first ones are at 11 o'clock tonight on our time.
11 o'clock tonight, yeah.
It might not kick off till 11:15, 11:30. See what they are, really. See what time they turn up. It's quite laid back, yeah.
But yeah, there's someone tonight, there's someone tomorrow, there's still some at the weekend. So it just feels like they've gone, you know what, let's just drag this out for match day.
So there's like
match day 3.
five games on through the night tonight. So not all of them played for some bizarre reason, not sure why. Then they're all back in action at the weekend again. It's a real weird schedule, but
yeah, it's a strange one.
Reason why I think, is it 2 of the teams don't play? I mean, there's only 5
Yeah,
matches.
I've got 3. Yeah. There's 3 tonight, technically. Going over into tomorrow, and then there's some.
Yeah. So they're all kind of overnight tonight, I think, aren't they? It's the ones that say tomorrow at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Yes, because I've definitely got. Let's have a look. 1, 2. Oh yeah, so 1 and a 2. Sorry, yeah. So we've got Gotham, Denver at 11, and Washington Spirit, Utah Royals at 11 as well. At midnight, there's Chicago Stars, Orlando Pride. At 1 o'clock in the morning, Seattle Reign versus KC Current, and then at 2 a.m. you've got your San Diego Wave and your Portland Thorns. So yeah, so if anyone's they're up after the pod and you fancy some late night WSL and WSL action. It's all there for you.
I mean, it's interesting seeing Utah coming into Washington because the fascist look coming into Washington, and there's a football match as well. So
really, it's all just slotted into place.
It's all just slotted into place. Really.
It is. But like we mentioned then, so onto we've got a few news points before we go on to our match reports from the weekend. So like mentioned, Japan won the Asian Women's Asia Cup, I should say. So congratulations to them. It was a 1-0. Maika Hamano winning with a lovely goal. And I love that it was Hamano who got it as well, because she's been on a really good run of form. Did anyone see the slightly awkward interview though with Caitlin Ford afterwards, and that reporter who was essentially like, "Yeah, well, you didn't take your chances, did you? That you should have probably scored, and you should have probably got them in." And there's that fine line, isn't there, in journalism and reporting, and just making sure that you don't go over that line, because you can tell she looked guilty that she didn't take those chances, and you just think, just not necessary, or let her approach it.
Because I think in the men's game those questions would have been asked if that had been
that bluntly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's been plenty of situations in the men's game when you've had people turn up and the questions have literally been, "What are your thoughts on today? You just didn't turn up, did you?" Like that level of bluntness.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I think professional players, if they know that, I think turning around and going, "What are your thoughts on that, Kate? Then you reckon you should have scored?" And it's there's I'm going to sound like one of those, like your typical middle-aged bloke, but I think there is still a lot of vibes and thinking that these players need to be protected, and they do in some ways, but they're also adult women, they're elite sports people, and as Matthew's hashtag says, and Sonia Van Pasta said, there needs to be the respect for the women's game that these people are elite sports people, and should be treated as such, rather than you've missed several chances in a big game, but we won't mention it in case you're a bit upset.
Well, yeah, it was more like, I'm not saying obviously you can't do that because that's ridiculous, like you said, they're professionals, but it just, I think because we're not used to it, it just came across quite harsh. But like you said, like in the men's game, fair play, like that's how it will be done. Matt, what were you going to say there?
I was just going to say the fact that I think possibly that percentage said that because there's so much pressure on that Australian team, because it kind of seems like the golden generation. But I do agree with Paul that you shouldn't have said that. Just say more of a lighter way as said, "So, Caitlin, what are your thoughts again? Do you feel as though you should have got something from that?" Try to put it in more kind of, more positive way. But give all credit back to Japan. They were absolutely fantastic. And that goal from Hamano, what a goal. Like, just spoil the Spurs, you're not having her. Like, no, you're not having her. And at the end of summer, she's come back to Chelsea. No chance.
Well, that's the thing. It would be it would be really devastating for Chelsea if they did let her go, considering how much of a big summer, the rumours of movement as well. It's going to be a huge summer for Chelsea. So hopefully they can retain talent like Amano and bring her back. Because I'm surprised with the injury list that she hasn't been like emergency recalled already, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, if Spurs did manage to keep her, that would be huge, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea did let it go, because the way Matt will probably have more opinions on this, but the way Chelsea women are being run in general this past few months in particular seems like an ownership, almost asset stripping, or definitely deciding, yeah, okay, we're gonna dismantle everything that was previously. This is our big it's like the story when a new boss comes in at work, even if everything is working fine, you have this messiah complex, and I'm having it a bit at one of my workplaces where everything is working fine and all the staff are happy and you've got all the teams working together and everything being produced is top notch, and then a new boss comes in and goes, I've got to be seen to make my mark, so out with the old, in with the new, even if the old was working.
Yeah, people must respect me. Let me put my stamp on this.
And the way I'll put my stamp on it is allowing, Guro Reiten, who is a huge factor in Chelsea the past few years, to leave, letting Millie Bright leave, which might be slightly more of a logical decision because she's coming towards the end of her career. But also doing the hardcore thing, as it were, by turning around to Sam Kerr and going, yeah, you can go. Go on.
Yeah,
I think with Sam supposedly leaving at the end of the season and possibly Millie as well, I think it's obviously I don't want Millie to go. I can also love Sam so much, but I think with Sam, I would love her to stay, but she is 32. And supposedly the rumors are true, possibly putting a bid for the person that Danny's put in his topical hashtag, then getting in Bunny Shaw, like, you're going to step up that chance. But if we are not to get Bunny Shaw, then I would not want to let Sam go at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're going to release Sam Kerr, you only release Sam Kerr if you think you're going to get equal or better, and there aren't many, even at 32 years old. It just seems a very brave or stupid decision.
Well, if we were able to talk about how much I'm not a fan of the current sporting director at Chelsea, then we'll probably be here till 2 a.m. So best not to talk about. And we're not for 9 o'clock watershed yet, so best not.
I mean, you've got refereeing decisions to talk about, so that'll probably fill up.
Yeah, we'll come back in 6 minutes, Matt, so you can really go for it. but that's the thing, is it, like, when you're a club like Chelsea, and we all talk about fan favorites and things like that, but when you get to a point where, as a business, you've got to make those business decisions, like you were mentioning. So yeah, I think some of them aren't coming as a shock, but you've got to hope that someone is looking at the market and thinking, right, well, who are we going to bring in? Because they won't settle for second best. They should be going out and getting those top players and having the people to actually get those deals done, which of course is the worry. So yes. Oh, Sam popped on. Evening, mate. Lovely. And it says, great to see Matt on the pod too. Yes. Yes, indeed. Right then. So for the rest of the news, we're going to start off with some fun news with the Floaty Al Klaxon that was sounded earlier. Before we go on to slightly more politically minded and more serious bits. So Danny, got to start with the fun stuff, because over the weekend we had a clip of footballing action from France, and this was courtesy of Justine Rouquet, I think I've said her name right, from Montpellier, with, as you mentioned earlier, maybe the best floaty L we may have seen.
Yeah, I think you sent it to me as a question, didn't you, saying, is this a floaty L to start with? And I looked at it and I said, not only is it a floaty L, it is maybe the peak floaty L that we've seen so far. It's worth looking up for everyone as an example. If they're teaching floaty Ls in school, which I'm assuming they are these days.
Oh, have to be. Yes.
Yeah. This will be the one that they look at and think as the example of a prime floaty L.
Because the only doubt I had, because I was like, that is beautiful, was I didn't know if we'd decided on a distance, if there was a minimum or maximum distance.
You can floaty L from wherever you want. You can floaty L from
the floaty L if it doesn't touch the ground.
I think as long as it's intended, yeah. I think if it's like a goal kick that just
intended
drifts, I think I might rule that one out. If it's like an accident, you don't want an accidental floaty L, do you? That's just
no, you need to mean it.
Not in the spirit of floaty Ls.
Of what's it? I'm not sure if fans of Premier League might remember it. Years ago, was it Asmir Begovic for Stoke?
Yes.
Where he boots it all the way over. Was it against Southampton? Wasn't it? When he,
was it Everton? Was it Tim Howard?
Tim Howard did one as well, I think.
Yeah, but my mind just remembers Asmir Begovic. I think at Stoke, at Southampton, where he just absolutely, as Danny says, just boots it and then somehow ends up back of the net.
It's the wind at Stoke, I think, took it in.
On a windy night,
I think as long as it's intentional, I'd say floaty L all along. But that was prime floaty L.
It was.
I think I might have a new goal description later on, by the way, when we come to the WSL2. Just a teaser to keep people listening.
Hey, stay tuned.
Is this the floaty L that also made Mary Earps look incredibly stupid?
Well, so I was going to say, we're noticing it for the floaty L. Other people are going, haha, Mary Earps. But hey, she was off her line and Riquet spotted her off it. I went, I'm having that.
I mean, the main thing is that she actually got to it and just completely misjudged her jump. Which I would argue, if we're floaty L purists, may call into question the floaty L-ness of it, because the goalie could have caught it if he'd not been Mary Earps and jumped like a disabled salmon. Like, actually took off.
Oh, Paul. That's Paul. Danny, have you got any, if there's interference?
No, I don't think you can judge it on the quality of the keeper. You wouldn't do that with a Thunder Bastard, would you?
A fair point.
If the keeper's
if the keeper just had a hole through the hand?
Yeah. Well, the keeper's just stood there.
The keeper could have palmed it away and hasn't got to it.
Yeah. I think she at least made an effort, didn't she, to stop it?
A weak wrist, as it were.
Yes. No one wants that.
Hasn't been strong.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, the power it just dipped perfectly, didn't it? It was beautiful. So,
also, big fan of you finding floaty L's from across the world as well. By the way, that's extra points as well.
Hey, you are welcome. My job as commander of chaos.
I did enjoy with the floaty L as well. It was the best type of floaty L because you had time. It was like Kenny McLean's goal for Scotland as well, in that you've got loads of time to realise, hold on, this is going in. Is it going to go in? It might go in. It's gone in.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the first commentator to actually use, that's a floaty L!
He's done him! He's done him! He's done him!
Gonna say, Paul, the next match that you're on commentating and there's a floaty L, you need to.
If there's one in, then maybe not floaty L, but definitely floated lob. I think you can get away with floated lob. If you put the
floated
if
lob,
we're calling it its Sunday name.
Floated lob is what the floaty L's mum calls it when it's telling it off.
Floated lob Esquire.
Full name it, yeah.
Its government name.
Yes,
is floated lob.
Don't, because the funniest one I've seen on that one is bike becoming Bikel.
Bikel.
For Mike and Michael, so bike. Bikel. Oh, it just people are silly on the internet and they do silly memes.
I mean, as we're proving every Wednesday.
We will become the silly meme at one point. So yes, people. So Montpellier versus PSG. If people want to look at that from the weekend. Right, a couple more serious bits then. Matt, we're going to hand over to you because the news today of the man who racially abused Jess Carter online, even though he was arrested and charged and everything. He has been spared jail time, we heard today. So yeah, Matt, take it away. Because I mean, if you are guilty of a crime, surely you should do the time, right? As the old saying goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously you just gave the news that the man who I was checking what time we're on. Yeah, just 9 o'clock, so I can call him a twat. So obviously this not very nice person obviously admitted sending racially abusive messages on social media to the Warwickshire Lioness herself, Jess Carter. He mused panning the comments under a username Bogeyman, which just sounds icky. Obviously then he was spared a prison sentence. He was sentenced to 6 weeks in prison, suspended for 12 months. Then he was also sentenced to 10 days community service, given a 4-year football banning order, a 3-month curfew, and fined £239 at Blackburn Magistrates Court. But yeah, I think if you commit a crime, you should do the time. And any person who does that disgusting abuse should not be allowed. If it's in the men's game or the women's game, it's not right at all. And especially seeing the Warwickshire Lioness herself, Jess Carter, someone who I'm a massive fan of, someone who I think massively improved that England squad, the Women's Euros, and who was a trailblazer for me and for so many people in the Midlands. So yeah, very much hoping justice has been done, and those people like that and that man should nowhere near be around football. But yeah, it just seems though it's kind of feels like he's not really learned from it, and I just hope he doesn't do it again.
Yeah, because it's things like Graham said that 4-year ban is pathetic. I mean, what's that going to do? It shouldn't be allowed in a football ground ever again. Certainly should be given more than, like you said, like a couple of weeks community service, like a couple of months. And you just think, well, to people who are so set in their ways that they think they can get away with that, that's just like a slap on the wrist, isn't it? That's not going to change them. And you just think, well, what, like, why? But it just, yeah, you'd think for all that they've caused harm and hurt to Jess Carter and probably multiple other people as well, probably isn't just a standalone attack at all. Like Graham says, it's hardly a deterrent, because you just think, it's like when a fine is like £10, £20, people will just pay it because they can't be bothered. Like, I'll get a ticket, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's 20 quid. Like, what's that? So yeah, so it's not as much of a deterrent for anyone to then not do that in future, because they think, I'll do that. That's fine. I'll get away with it. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, I mean, hopefully he's realised that people are watching, and he should be held accountable for his actions, and so should so many other people. But yeah, the punishment just didn't really fit the action there. Danny, Paul, have you got any thoughts on that, or just in general, people not getting the consequences maybe they deserve online?
It's worrying because it's part of a massive rise in racism in football generally, because the past few weeks I've seen loads of public events of it happening in the Premier League. At the time we're Derby, we've had Sunderland players getting racially abused.
Yes.
At the men's game as well. And as Emily points out, Mary Herbinger didn't get not Mary Herbinger, the guy who stalked Mary Herbinger didn't get any jail time. When
awful.
The power dynamics and stuff like that is horrific. And it's almost as if the courts are still scared of all the yelling of, you can't say anything nowadays, you say stuff, you get arrested, which is the reaction to a lot of this stuff. Like, racism for saying something online, should have just blocked it and deleted it, all that sort of stuff. And it's
as if like you can take it back. Well, just don't look at it. It's like, well, if it's there, it very much is. Yeah,
you shouldn't be offended. Just look at all the positive comments rather than someone.
Yeah, don't look at the negative ones.
Hurling the kind of stuff that will probably, obviously, we can't talk because none of us are people of colour, But if you listen to the way people of color talk about this stuff, when they see words like that, it's not just, oh, that twat's used a word. It's generations of pain, and it's ugly, and it's viciousness. It's the same way as transphobia. We can look at it and go, yeah, it's horrible, but all that stuff. But to trans people, that word is something that's spat at them, and they don't know where they're going to get beaten up. We've got several people on here of the LGBT community. When words are spat at them, it's not. If someone goes, oh, that's gay in the playground, you used to go, oh, fair enough. But if someone turns around and goes, oh, you whatever, your brain
it's the intent.
It's up. It's the intent. It's the ugliness, and it's like, and this is that, and if the punishment is just, well, you can't go and watch football matches, great. So he can still go online, and he can still sit at home and go, oh, that insert vicious words here. Watching TV, him and his mates can still go down the pub and talk about how the world of Britain is being colonized. You've got people like Jim Radcliffe in that level, all the stuff he said as a Man United owner, and the amount of people who supported him. Views like that are being normalized, and if the punishment is, well, if you get caught and you can't go and watch football, but you'll have loads of people say, we agree with you, it's all scared, then people like that are being emboldened.
Yeah, well, you'll think you're justified, won't you? If you found that dark corner of the internet where people agree with you, and they'll just go and do it again. I agree. So yeah, I mean, even something like banning social media accounts to like really emphasize you should not be allowed to do this. So
there's a massive point there about social media companies themselves as well, isn't it? And what accountability they've got as well. And they just never seem to get any sanctions themselves, and never seems to be fall into it. It's just like, oh, I don't want to take away anything from the absolute idiot that it is that's involved in this, but the social media companies deserve to be kind of hung up and quartered as well, because they're complicit in everything, because they're just letting it happen, and they're just not facing anything or doing anything about it. It's so frustrating time and again. That this is happening. So it won't be the last time, unfortunately, will it? That's the sad thing about it. It'll happen again. And what will happen?
I do think we're now at the point as well where you have the responsibility of football to respond to this. And admittedly, there is a lot of responding united to it, and there's lots of, oh, we're all with you, Jess, and all that sort of stuff, and it's all easy to say. But it should move on beyond that. It should move on to the point where, if you comment on a pride post, oh, when's Straight Pride Day? Bang, blocked by your football club.
Yeah.
If you are seen to comment something racist about a player, bang, your football club cuts you off. There's all this talk of our football club doesn't agree with that, and we're not like that as fans. Right, prove it. If you have, this Newcastle fan has commented on social media about a Sunderland player, then Newcastle social media go bang, right, gone.
Yeah, you're not part of our club. Yeah,
and then you might see people whine about it and say, why have I been blocked by my foot? I can't follow my football club because of this thing I said. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't. Free speech and all that. It's like, no, certain things you shouldn't have the privilege of.
Yes.
Absolutely. With Chelsea fans, obviously, Chelsea fans have a reputation a lot of the time, despite having being one of the earliest teams to have players of colour play for them in Paul Cannaville and things like that, just to show both sides. But if Chelsea reacted more to Chelsea fans belittling their women's team by saying, right, fine, okay, if you comment on the Chelsea men's account with, oh, who gives a shit about the women, when Chelsea did this thing about suggesting that going to women's games could add to points for Chelsea away games or whatever they did with season tickets.
Yes.
And there were all the sarcastic comments and all the idiot Chelsea fans commenting on that. On the men's accounts, if Chelsea are one club, they turn around and go, right, okay, if you're going to say that about our women's team, you can't watch our men's team. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely agree.
If you're gonna be racist about another team's player, you can't watch us, because look at the number of players who we've got playing for us who are players of colour or who are whatever. If you're going to be Islamophobic, we have Muslim players playing for us. Bang, gone. And just that's the kind of message that needs to be sent at this point.
And it's not just the players either, is it? It's the fans. You know, you're going to be racist, you're going to be Islamophobic. You've got the fan groups, you've got people coming to the games as well. We were going to be supposedly the same sort of team as you, sharing the terraces with you. Like it's all of it.
Exactly.
I completely agree.
Yeah, you need to respect your fellow humans, and if you don't, then off you pop. We don't need you, and you're not involved. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. So yeah, hopefully, laws will improve, laws will change, and people will start cracking down, and showing these cretins that there are consequences. And they can't just go around saying awful things like that. Speaking of cretins,
I was going to say they're fueled by probably the next topic as well, which is probably part of the problem at the same time.
Yeah,
they are. Because Paul, speaking of cretins, one popped up at a certain football club this week, which people have kicked off about, saying, one, why was he invited of all people, but also two, keep politics out of sport. So yeah, Paul, if people missed this week, why are we talking about it? What happened with Ipswich?
Because Ipswich Town invited Nigel Farage to let's start with what actually happened. Nigel Farage turned up at Portman Road and posted a bunch of tweets on his account and on the official Reform UK account. With jokes like, I've always been good on the right wing and all that, in what was very clear a politically motivated thing, and lots of, doing the classic football signing thing of holding up a shirt in the stand in front of the main stand and sitting in the press box pretending to sign a contract. In the changing room with a load of Farage 10 shirts behind him, which was probably the point where people went, yeah, hold on, this is... And Ipswich have come out and said, we had nothing to do with this. They booked a private tour and you can do that. At which point people turned it out as, can you do private tours at Chelsea or Man United or whatever also give you a free printed shirt that you can hang up in the changing room?
To have the printed
about to make that, wouldn't you? Yeah.
And, the free printed shirts let you sign a shirt for the owner of the club and be filmed doing it, and then use it as your banner on social media and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, it's become pretty clear that the same.
Oh, very good, Graham. That is excellent. Sorry.
See, I wish that was the case, Graham. Cynically, I worry otherwise, but that's a separate conversation. So basically, the fallout from that was that fans of other teams obviously viciously took the piss out of Ipswich and took the piss out of Nigel Farage, who has publicly in the past said, keep politics out of football when it's about racism and pride and all that sort of stuff. But apparently keep politics...
To be honest, I think if I saw that, I would have thought, if I had gone down there, make sure I bring a vanilla milkshake and just try to sit behind him.
Definitely a vanilla milk. A chocolate one probably would have made him feel more Ricky, given because the way his views on anything. But basically, the upshot of this is that obviously a lot of people have responded to it incredibly badly. Mostly Norwich fans initially, but fans of all clubs. And to their credit, huge swathes of Ipswich fans have turned around and said, "What's this Timu Nazi doing in our club?" And Ipswich have tried to get out of it by saying, they just booked a tour and everything, and it's all become a whole thing. And obviously Norwich have jumped upon it with quoting Ipswich's tweet with, "Don't forget you can book studio tours at Carrow Road as well. Terms and conditions will definitely apply."
And you get a free milkshake.
free milkshake.
Especially in the
And
hospitality bar.
football Twitter has had a huge amount of fun by posting pictures of Nazi rallies with things like Ipswich preparing for their derby against Norwich, kind of thing. My favourite one was just inspirational team talk from Kieran McKenna, which is just a picture of the Ipswich manager with "work makes you free" next to it. Which,
God,
and you just think, like,
Ipswich spend
why?
1 year in the Premier League and then it comes to this.
I know.
It's what it does to people. But yeah, it just, you'd think as a club, like if that happened and obviously you didn't agree with it, you would do everything in your power to be like, right, get those taken down. That does not represent our views. Like you'd make such a big thing of it, wouldn't you? But it was just kind of like left and been like, oh well, you know, we didn't set it up, so people can do what they want.
Yeah, you would have just been like, just don't take any pictures. We're not sharing this. Leave them to have a private tour and get on with it. If that's what they think, just be like, we're not going to put any of this on social media. Please don't do it either. That's your terms and conditions.
Yeah. Sign this thing. Say that you won't put this on social media. Yeah.
I mean, Suffolk is apparently outside of the city. Suffolk is quite a bit of a reform stronghold. So obviously, Farage has gone there, grandstanding, and there's been claims. Ipswich have tried to say, "Oh, we are apolitical, and we've had politicians of all parties come in." It's like, you haven't really though, because I don't
recall anyone else having a photo shoot.
I don't really recall many politicians around football clubs in general, but certainly not around Ipswich Town, because they're just not important enough. Like, you know, and they've just, the optics of this, welcoming a known racist and misogynist the same week that Ipswich women are playing at Portman Road.
Wow.
Just the level, like you say, and I actually know I have a friend who is a trans person, an Ipswich Town fan, and born and bred Ipswich Town fan, and most of all, we've been going back and forth joking about, you know, because obviously me being Coventry City, we've been joking back and forth and stuff. But she is full on, what the fuck have my club done? How can I feel welcome in Portman Road, knowing that there were people like that in, and tacitly endorse them?
No.
And you know, we've had this the same week John Terry has appeared to endorse very right-wing policies. We've had this the same week. And in women's football, thankfully, we haven't really had much open political campaigning, but it does worry me that, you know, it's reasonable to assume that statistically there are probably women's footballers with similar views, perhaps.
Yes. I was going to say we only had the couple of players that were found to have liked right-wing things on TikTok and things, who have subsequently...
Most of whom were American.
Well,
thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah. So we haven't really had it in this country, thankfully. But yeah, you just think, as the chat is saying, and thank you for that. You know, if you were a fan, you would feel so isolated with your club doing that, and not, like we said, not taking that moment to take a stand and be like, no, we denounce all of this. Like we're taking a step back. There's nothing to do with us. And yeah, it's just a massive swing and a miss for them.
But it does worry me that, and Emily makes the point, London City are becoming that women's football club, because, you know, there's rumours of them signing Mappy Leon, for example.
Well, yeah.
We all know about Mappy Leon being an open transphobe, and, you know, the lustre has come off London City, and the lustre, you know, if you're Ipswich Town women, and you see the club that you play for welcoming Farage, who has who has said horrifically misogynistic things, who has said horrifically transphobic things, who has said horrifically racist things, who has openly supported Donald Trump with all of his views of treatment of women, and allegations of treatment of women that people he's involved in as well. and you look at it and go, if you're a player of colour, or if you're an LGBT player, and you're like, do I want to go and play for Ipswich Town and risk it ending up in a photo shoot with,
Well, that's the thing. You want a club that's going to support you in line with your values, don't you? You don't want a club that you've ever got questions about. So,
I do think
yeah,
it's interesting with London City. If Mappy Leon goes to London City, I do think the response to that will be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think if you went to any, with women's football fandom the way it is, I think if you went to any other big club, the backlash would be so strong. If you went to Arsenal, if you went to Chelsea, if you went to Manchester City, even if you went to Man United.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
As Ryan's saying in the chat, I was just saying about Ipswich, obviously last season, the men's captain refusing to wear the pride armband in the Premier. Yeah, just there. It's not good. Good. So also, I think, was it last season or this season, the Premier League, obviously turning off topic onto men's football, they made some changes to the Rainbow Laces campaign, and when I saw that, I was like, what are we doing? That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they basically stopped doing it and said, we've got different ways to support LGBT people. And it's like...
Yeah, so you won't see the rainbow on our, armbands and laces, but you can see it on blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well...
On the ball, the ball this month for LGBT history, the ball in the championship. Which, I mean, on the one hand, fair enough, but on the other hand, did anyone really think through the optics of people kicking a rainbow around for a month?
Exactly, yeah. It's just, it's like, no, if you're scared of a rainbow, you probably shouldn't be in a position of power. Just sit. Just come on.
Get it on a t-shirt.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? Just how people can be so hateful against people they haven't met usually. It just reminds me of that really good video. If people follow, it's called Coach Jackie, and she does loads of women's football things. And she was outside the rally with the Protect Women's Sports people, and she was like, "Okay, so can you name 5 female professional athletes?" And they're like, "Oh no, I don't watch women's sports." To the Williams sisters, I think one of them managed to say, everyone else was like, no.
Most of them claim are men anyway, as well. So,
you just think, people just love to hate, don't they? They love to get behind something, even if they don't believe it, just to feel something.
It was good to see, as well. London City finally did their big game at the Den, and nobody turned up. There were more Chelsea fans.
That bottle of brunch was expensive.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I was actually tempted to go myself, but looking at the way onto Google Maps, you have to get a train to, is it Canada Water that the nearest tube station is?
It's in Birmingham City,
where
isn't it?
the walk is, you have to go under this massive ring road thing, which is a dark tunnel. And knowing Millwall, if you're going through to Millwall into a dark tunnel wearing a Chelsea shirt, that's in the trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the separate walkway from the station, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awful. Yeah, no, not good indeed. But yeah, hey, well, if anyone did go for the bottomless brunch, I hope you had a lovely time for that one. And hey, we're gonna talk about it. And the last bit of news before we get on to it, one probably that's probably just for me, really, but I want to share it with you. So Lincoln Women, who are my local club at the moment, they've had a pretty bad year, haven't they, Danny?
One single point, I believe. Against the mighty Northampton, which we, took pity.
You did us a favour. So it's been quite a rough season for Lincoln. So for those who don't know, it was Lincoln United and Lincoln City. Lincoln City had been relegated to Tier 5 already. Lincoln United were playing in Tier 4, but then they decided to take the good players from Lincoln City to put them into United, and then they thought, right, let's come together and be Lincoln Women, because that makes more sense. We're a little city, let's combine our player pool and then have a reserves team. Lovely. So they changed all their social media to Lincoln Women, and didn't post anything. And then there was no updates, or there might be one every like couple of months. And then there was this big statement of, this is what's going to happen next. All of the fans kicked off and were like, well, where's our club gone? Because Lincoln City essentially is like dissolved into nothing. So then there was like new branding and all sorts. But today, interestingly, so they now have a new website, which is very nice. And they've announced, and Paul, you might actually know this person because she was at Coventry United, Katie Rawson, not quite sure, as their new technical director for Lincoln. Do you know that name?
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was announced tonight. So she was recently at Aberdeen, but she's been at Everton, Donny Bells, Coventry. But I was saying to Danny and Matt Folke on 1M, she was also the national team head coach for the British Virgin Islands 10 years ago. So she's literally got so much experience with all these different federations. And you just think, okay, so maybe the shambles of the past is now hopefully leaving. And maybe they're trying to bring in the right people with experience to try and move forward and rebuild. Because there was another statement released that was like, we know the season hasn't gone the way we planned. And it's like, you've literally got 1 point and we're relegated after like a couple of matches. So it's a really rough time to be a women's football fan in Lincoln at the minute. But hopefully a rebuild is on the up for that. So there you go. Just want to share that with you all. Paul, any thoughts? You said it was interesting.
Just because she was very much involved in all the off-field stuff when I was there. She was responsible for the fitness and all the COVID and all that sorts of thing. So
yeah. So she I think from her interview it was very much like, I like to manage things, I like to plan, I like to get involved in the details. So it seems like that has been missing in the club. So I'll keep you all updated how that goes. See how it looks.
Also, a bit of LT news that has come out in the past couple of hours. Sophie Whitehouse is staying at Charlton.
Yes, she is. That came out, didn't it? Graham will be very, very happy indeed. Cracking keeper, Sophie Whitehouse. We talk about her all the time. But yeah, brilliant, fantastic stuff. Because Charlton will be looking down. I know Graham will have some more thoughts on that, but going onto this promotion run essentially now, they need to make sure they're keeping their quality players and locking them down. So yeah, great news for them. Right, best keeper in WSL2. Yes, she is. Right then, shall we have a little recap? One more game before we get to the games for the weekend. Matt, we need to come to you for this one because the Champions League, not just on tonight, of course, started last night. In the Wolfsburg-Lyon match, it was only Lyneth Berenstein with the single goal for Wolfsburg. But that was boring in comparison because the Arsenal-Chelsea game was where it was all happening. The chaos, the drama, and we absolutely loved it. And so did the internet. So yeah, Matt, this is where you come in. Because Arsenal did end up winning 3-1, didn't they, at the Emirates? However, some questions about some goals throughout the night. So I'm just going to come straight over to you, Matt. Plagued with injuries, people didn't quite know what kind of team was going to come out. A bit patchwork in places as well. But considering everything, when it's 2-1, Bayern.
It's 2-1 Bayern.
Pernille Harder.
I'm not that far behind.
You've agreed.
Yeah.
Fallon Tullis-Joyce is fuming.
Pernille Harder did just score for Chelsea on my TV, so I might be a bit behind.
Pernille Harder scoring against United, I've seen that before.
Took it really well.
Like that Munich
didn't she?
She did. Just waiting for the replay. Come on, guys. I need to describe it.
As Megan Prebinger said, Pernille Harder versus Man United. Inevitable.
It is. She just gets right in front. My Letizia can't get to her.
The second time as well that she's been off the shoulder with Letizia in the game. The first goal was similar as well. She just beat her for pace.
I do just want to say though, I love at the stadium, they've got the bing bong like in an airport So I keep thinking like a flight's going to take off every time they make an announcement.
It's an announcement. Mark Skinner, your P45 is in the upper deck. Your P45 is in the upper deck.
Like,
please report to reception before.
Yeah.
Mark Skinner, please report to seat P45. P45.
What's going on here? Is there a VAR or check?
Don't. No, substitute. Oh, Amade's on.
Reader, apparently, Bernard was a Manchester United fan growing up, apparently.
I heard that earlier, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said, didn't they? Yeah. And now she scored against them at Old Trafford. Not bad.
So sounds her, apparently, but you all know how good she is against Manchester United.
But
anyway, yes. The Champions League quarterfinal. And obviously, it did actually start quite good for a Chelsea perspective. Obviously, hitting the post twice in the first, 8 minutes. Liz Thompson first, and then obviously took a strike. I think it came off like Dina, and then obviously hit the post. Then Lauren James had a fantastic chance, 1-on-1, and she hit the same post, which was really frustrating. Then, obviously, in typical fashion, Arsenal had their first chance and take the lead. Comes from a free kick. Great ball in by Keith McCabe, and I can't defend the Chelsea defender from that set piece. You can't give Steve Blackstenius a free header 6 yards out. But I still thought then we had a good momentum. I thought we could definitely get out the pitch and create more chances. But then Chloe Kelly given way too much space by Lucy Bronze. Like, I think Lucy could tell that she possibly moved out of position, and she unleashed a hell of a strike. And I think Hannah Hampton, could tell her reaction when that goal went in. Like, she was absolutely furious with probably herself, because she could have saved that, and I think she should have saved that. But then, just before half time, we think we get a goal back. Vida Björnman heading home a free kick, which was not dealt with by the Arsenal defence. And then there comes a controversy, because the referee decides to disallow it by a foul on Laia Cadena, even though the replay clearly states that she rises higher than the Arsenal defender and just heads it home. But I've seen the replay many times, and every time I see it, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, she really goes above Laia Cadena and just heads it in. But even when Laia Cadena sees the ball goes over the line, I think, oh, I'm going to go down now, which is great.
Because the flip side for that, wasn't it, that people were like, it's a foul. She's using her as leverage, because both hands were on the shoulders and she was pushing up to get there first. Because we do have Ryan, our Mr. Arsenal pod in the chat. So we'll wait for Ryan's response as well. But from your perspective, Matt, wasn't a foul. It was soft. No, very soft.
Absolutely not a foul. Not a foul. And you saw the reaction on social media from the likes of Bethany England said it wasn't a foul in a million years. I think Izzy Christensen put something on her Instagram story saying it wasn't a foul. Steph Horton, who was on commentary on Radio 5 Live, said it's never a foul in a million years. So it's not the best moment from VAR. But then second half, we kind of seemed to rally after that. And then Lauren James doing Lauren James things. I mean, what a goal. Like, the way she just swipes that first time into the far corner. Borbe has absolutely no chance. And when I saw that goal, I was thinking, just give Lauren James Ballon d'Or. She is just absolutely world class, because she has that effect where she can just create things out of absolutely nothing. And I thought after, okay, we can try to keep it down to maybe 2-1, just have a 1-goal deficit, take back Stamford Bridge. I thought, okay, we could possibly pull that back. But then Alessia Russo...
Oh, we've got an equaliser.
2-2, yeah. The Desmond.
2-2.
Who scored it?
It was I think it might be...
Lots of people are hugging. I'll let you know in a second. I think it might have been Lundqvist.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it came for a set piece, didn't it? Header in.
Yeah, I think it's Lundqvist.
Yeah, she's just under that, so I think it was Lundqvist. Yeah, so Laetitia, ball comes in. Yeah, nodded down. Dunk. Yeah.
Lovely attempt on the line. Is that Stanway on the line? I can't see.
Yeah, it is.
Brilliant attempt at an overhead kick out of.
I could bicycle kick this. You know what though? If that had cleared it, that would have been incredible.
It would have been amazing. Yeah.
Brilliant. But yeah, sorry, Matt. So in that second half, I genuinely thought Chelsea. It felt like something else was coming, didn't it? And like I have just seen Brian's message there. So yeah, I will say the first goal was disallowed was soft, but the second was correctly ruled out because you can't stud a player in the stomach. Yeah, because it was Buchanan, wasn't it? And to be fair, she's just going for the ball, isn't she?
I mean,
And
sorry,
it just so
Ryan.
happens.
Ryan, you're an Arsenal fan. Have you seen how your team act at set pieces? Your team are literally a meme for being WWE at set pieces.
I was going to say that. I was going to let Paul just
literally, the way that referee was, like Adina could have suplexed someone in the box and got away with it. Like,
yeah, but from a Chelsea fan perspective, it was massively disheartening because I do think we should have got something from that game. I think you could tell when Sonia was absolutely furious that the first goal was not given.
Was that when she swore in French?
Yes, yes.
But some people are saying apparently it was Camille who was doing the swearing. It was one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two. Anyway, but I thought from a Chelsea fan perspective, we actually played quite well. I thought it was a much better performance from the game against London City, we'll probably talk about in a bit. But I thought there was okay, we can see some good patches of play, but I think Arsenal just had 3 chances and they scored 3 goals, and just shows that they have that ruthlessness. And this is the only time I'm ever going to praise Arsenal. So Ryan, take it. But I think overall, from a Chelsea fan perspective, we can still kind of pull it back. We're only 2 goals down. We did the similar thing last season against Manchester City. And I saw our Rosie posting saying we've had a slim position. If we can just score the first goal, we are still in the tie. So first goal against them at the Bridge, we can kind of turn it around. So it's just frustrating because I thought in some places, like Lauren James was absolutely fantastic. I thought Buchanan played really, really well. Via Buman, of course, should have got her first Chelsea goal. I thought Yo-Yo, when she came on, was more direct. I thought Liz Thompson worked her absolute socks off. But again, I think it just shows, looking at that bench we had 3 senior players, and the rest of them were mostly youngsters, the likes of Lexi Potter, Chloe Sarway, Lois Shooter, who's only, 17. So very much it's kind of a depleted squad. And obviously throughout the commentary, Vicky Sparks kept pronouncing Sandy Baltimore as Sandy Baltimore. Like, really? I felt like Fred every time, like when they incorrectly pronounced Chastity Grant. So.
Honestly. But you get to a point where you start doubting yourself, because even though you'll go, I know it's said this way, you'll hear someone else, like Zigiotti tonight, and you're like, have I always said it wrong? Is it me? Is it them? Is it? And you just start going, no, I've done my research. I know how it's pronounced. But yeah, you just, there's just some of them, and you're like, who?
On the Chelsea systems, I'm not convinced by at the minute. Like the attacking sense, I don't know about you, Matt, but it's almost split strikers that they're going for at the minute. It just doesn't seem to be working as well with that. They're good players, but it just feels like Chelsea are waiting for the big players to produce something at the minute, rather than it being like a worked out system, of which you could see before with Emma Hayes, that it was very, very like not robotic, but in a good way kind of thing. That everyone knew their jobs, everyone knew what they're doing. It doesn't get the same feeling as that at the minute. I don't know how you kind of feel as that.
I do agree, Danny. I think it's just the fact that I think throughout this season we massively struggling with injuries. I think obviously the biggest one for me, we're massively struggling, is Mara Ramirez, who's been out all season.
Yeah.
I think she injured herself against AC Milan in a pre-season game, and we were just told she was going to be out for the rest of the calendar year. I was like, okay, we'll just have to cope as best as we can until 2026. And then reportedly she was about to come back, and then she injured her calf, and I was like, oh great, so we're going to have to play even more. And then obviously Sam Kerr just getting back to produce minutes after herself being out for a long time with an ACL. And obviously Agatha Jones, she injured herself against London City with an ankle injury. So it's been really frustrating, but I can understand Danny's point. Like, I think throughout that first game against Arsenal, you could tell that we were putting quite decent balls in the box, But then we're having Nuskin as like a false 9, which I love Stricker Nuskin, but for me, that's just not her preferred position, even though she can play whenever she needs to play. I just think if we have Mara Mears as there as like being that, traditional number 9 centre forward, be that kind of bully in the box, just to get headers there and do kind of the Bonnie Shaw job, where it be a threat whenever people have like set pieces or corners or crosses. So it's just, I think Son has had to kind of divert and kind of work out, okay, I've not got these players available, how am I going to try to be more successful with the team? So it's just really frustrating from a Chelsea fan perspective, because I think if we have obviously a lot of injuries this season, I don't think we'd possibly be in position we are in WSL, and possibly we would have possibly got something from last night.
Yeah, score the first goal next week, then you're right back in it. That's the thing. You get back to Stamford Bridge, and you get that first goal, and suddenly everyone's up, and the crowd are up, and everything, and you'll make it so hard for Arsenal to cope with that atmosphere. So it'll be really interesting if Chelsea go and score within the first sort of 20 minutes next week.
Yeah, hopefully Aggie will be back next week. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Because that's what I really loved about that match, was the fact that it felt like a proper toe-to-toe, like two big teams really going against each other, and it was some really lovely football going on. And you think, that's what this competition's about, seeing these two good teams. And Bayern have done it. They got 3.
Oh, finish.
Right on time.
By the way, while we work that out, about how Arsenal's crowds at the Emirates, the best crowds in English football, are dropping steadily. 18,000 for a Champions League quarter-final at the Emirates.
On a Tuesday night, though?
Against a team, 100 against a team half a mile down the road, or, maybe a few
Apparently
miles.
tube strikes were getting in the way. I don't know. I'm not in London. So apparently there were issues there.
I mean, most Arsenal fans come from Hertfordshire anyway, so they could just get on the overground. But,
Good drive.
That's some Tanakawa, by the way, scored that. I think she played in the final, wasn't she? As well, talking about the Asian Cup. I'm pretty sure she was involved in that, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I think she's come on as a sub tonight.
She has, yeah. And you just think that's the skill and the quality that she can bring from that Japanese international side. But that was a lovely touch, that
Japan side, by the way, that is something else. We've said it for a while, but
I can't
they're
wait.
so excited.
World Cup is going to be insane.
I think they're favourites, personally.
Yeah.
Personally, I think they're favourites.
They are a terrifying machine of a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see them.
At the same time, though, I think they're really likable as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Which you don't often get with like teams that destroy everyone, but they can really win a lot of fans around the world at the World Cup, I think.
Because I think obviously we all want our own country to win, but I'd love it if Japan won. I think we'd all get behind a Japanese win if it happened.
I think the thing Dan's talking about them being likable, I think the thing about Japanese players and South Korean players, like Far Eastern Asian players in general, is the amount of joy that they play with. Like every goal, there's massively wide smiles, and they're bouncing off each other, and they look like kids celebrating. They play with like an elemental joy to it.
The joy. It's a joy in still the respect for the game as well, isn't there? There's just such a lovely atmosphere around it. Just such a likable team. See, Alan's on board. Definitely on board.
The clips, because obviously Spurs had Toku Koga, and Micah Hamano come back, and they did the whole welcoming them back and everything. See, there we go. I am the Paul Haven of the podcast. I'm playing a role, apparently. I have to have a weekly dig at Arsenal. I mean, I could point out that they're probably
it's in your contract. So you signed it. You've got to have a weekly dig at Arsenal.
I could point out they're probably not going to be in the Champions League next season. Certainly not in the knockout stages, and they're definitely not going to win the title for it once again since 2016. But anyway, we're returning to that. Just the way when Toku Koga and Mike Amano come back. Firstly, the huge grin. Secondly, the humbleness, the fact that they don't expect, when they arrive, and the social media.
Yeah, they didn't expect the celebration. Yeah,
the whole hey, Toku, Micah, show us your medal, and they just kind of go, "Oh, you want to see this thing?" and you're excited for us, and everybody's clapping me for winning stuff, and it's like, but I think that is a mentality. You would never get a Chloe Kelly playing for Japan.
She's not Japanese.
No, Japanese.
But what I mean is, you would. What I mean is,
he's not Finnish.
you would never get.
Compared to Chloe Kelly, she played so well last night. That took that goal fantastically, but she doesn't. I think she knows the fact that next weekend, I think might ask to play Spurs. I think in the North London derby, she'll probably be back on the bench.
Yeah, most popular bench warmer in the WSL. But the thing is, like, the trouble with Chloe Kelly at this point, amazing footballer, has done an amazing thing, but she's starting to reach that unlikable level of arrogance. She's starting to reach that Cristiano Ronaldo level of arrogance.
Well, playing Kate McCabe every week with her every week does have its ramifications.
and it's
just shots fired.
And it's just like that Japanese team have an incredible set of players, but they will never take any credit for it. And it's a Japanese mentality. It's all about the collective, and that's something that is rarer in football and is becoming rarer in women's football now because of the growth of it. And it's just refreshing to see Japanese players and the attitude.
To see that humility. Yeah, because we don't want the egos. Like we love the people who remember where they're from and their roots. And on a completely different note, I'm sure someone
looks sad.
Well, you should talk to the guy behind him, who I'm sure has brought sugar snap peas as a snack. Because I can't quite work out what else would have that shape. So yeah, there's a lovely close up of a man just snacking on some sugar snap peas in the background, and looking really happy with himself. He's got there. But yeah, I mean, Man United really wanting these fouls and looking at the ref incredulously.
I mean, what he wants to do is bring on Rachel. Oh no, he can't bring on Rachel Williams. So you'll play
Quick emergency loan back.
Emergency striker as right wing. Bring on 3 right wingers.
Well,
some of them will play as a number 9.
Van Gaal needs to be central. But yeah, just as a quick one, the Bayern Munich shirts that have got like the fake collar around the back of them. I don't know if I like it or not. Just has anyone got any thoughts? Do they like it as a design choice? It's a it would get on my nerves, I think.
I miss the classic Bayern shirts from like the late 90s, early 2000s, where you had the claret and then the silver band across the middle.
Oh yeah, there's another goal incoming apparently. By the way.
Oh, is it?
Emily said
goal.
Bayern
For who?
in the chat.
I don't. As there?
Has it?
Emily's saying 4-2 Bayern in the chat, so I'm either way behind or.
It's only 3-2 on my screen, Jeff.
I mean, she's ahead of everybody because it hasn't updated.
Oh, is that might have been asking for a fourth? Yeah. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Yes.
But
make it right.
Make it happen.
A 3-2 goal away from home.
Nessie.
Hello, Nessie. And condolences.
We're good, Nessie. Thank you.
Condolences to Nessie, of course, as well, because she announced she suffered a bereavement earlier on. So huge condolences.
Yeah, sending lots of love, Nessie, mate.
And lots of love.
Lots of love. Yes, lots of love indeed. And we'll talk about that well-earned point. However, 3 minutes of added time in this game. So maybe Emily will get her wish and there will be a fourth. We'll keep you posted as Zinda Dolman is on the edge of the area. No. The tease just there did a bit of a fake pass there from their midfield.
I do enjoy the fact, talking about WSL and Ryan doing the whole we won the Champions League. I do enjoy the fact that there is a very real possibility that Arsenal won't be in the Champions League next season, because they're currently sitting 4th in the table.
They've got 2 games in hand, though, haven't
they? They have 2 games in hand, admittedly.
They do have 2 games in hand. Yeah.
Which will probably be the saving.
Well, Ryan's very confident. With 3-1 up, the tie is done.
That is so
On
overly
to the
confident.
semi-finals. That is some very
And
confident talk there, Ryan.
Green capture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second.
We'll come back next week.
9:50 p.m. March the 25th.
To quote the legend that is Miss Emma Hayes, it's not fucking over.
Yes, Matt.
Can I
Yes.
just point out? I love the way your accent went incredibly cut glass English. Then it's not fucking over. Like
You peasant.
full on Tony Storm promo. That was like.
With 2 very winnable games in hand. Oh, I've got lots of Arsenal fans in the chat tonight. Right then, let's get on to some WSL action then. Ryan, you're taking the bait, mate. This is fun. Everyone get your popcorn out. Right, okay. So these are the scores on the doors from the weekend. 5 is the common goal scored by Arsenal and Man City, who Man City, of course, absolutely fuming that they couldn't score against Villa. So it took it out on Spurs, and I'm not sorry at all. Just chucking it out to all of you then. Any games there that you would like to talk about, or the importance of? Who did we catch? Danny, did you catch any this weekend?
Yeah, I watched the Man City game. I remember last week saying, Man City, after the Villa game, saying, City are in this period where they've just got to get through games. They might need to eke out some 1-0s, edge through games just to get the results over the line. Pretty much did that, didn't they, against Tottenham?
Yeah.
The fastest ever hat-trick in a WSL game for Bunny Shaw.
Bunny Shaw.
I had to put the Buffy reference in the hashtag today. The Buffy reference, the Bunny reference. It's just incredible. 3 headers as well, wasn't it? And Tottenham, honestly, for all Tottenham have been great this season. We've enjoyed what they do going forward. They've got such attacking talent in their team and in their squad and in the backup, and they're really building that side of things. Defensively, I think they've been a little bit question mark at times. That's something they've somehow got to find the balance between this attacking talent and defending well, because some of the defending just wasn't on at the weekend, and City just took advantage. And to get any kind of win at the moment for City is big, because it takes them that step closer to the title, what they need. But this was just an absolute mullering of Tottenham, and it took everything out of that game against Villa last week and turned it into goals this week. And the first thing I did was thought of Kai last week as well, because I think they said they're triple captaining in Bunny Shaw in fantasy as well last week.
Yes.
Ahead of this game, so I was like, that's a great touch for them as well. So
I used my triple captain this week, and I had Bunny Shaw in my team, but last minute I changed it to Alyssa Thompson.
No.
This is why I stopped playing fantasy. I make far too many of those decisions. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to save myself the pain. I don't need
that. But no. It was
5-1
a strange game though. Yeah, because that's the thing. Because City, obviously, they started really strong, didn't they? And then Olivia Holt got one back, and you thought, actually, there could be a game on here. And then City went, not a chance. And like you said, it was by half time. It was pretty much done and dusted, wasn't it? And Beth England, bless her, coming on and being like, right, come on, we've got to get another goal back here. In the 85th minute. Yeah.
I think Bunny Shaw has taken all the is Leslie Russo the best striker in the discussion incredibly personally. I think she's gone full Michael Jordan with the. They said that Leslie Russo might be the best striker in the WSL, and I took that personally. And it's just basically decided that she will very quietly remind people. And there is no question, Man City. The talk of her over a contract and stuff. Man City should basically be going, come into the office, Bunny, and then going, here is a blank contract. There's a space for your salary. Fill that in and mark your X at the bottom. Job done.
Yeah, name your price. We'll pay it. We don't care. Just you need to stay. Someone who we might ask to leave though is Emma. I'm still out, but I need to share this. I got the only women's football question wrong at the quiz. It was who signed Liv Smith, and I panicked and said Chelsea.
That's the summer.
Emma, you listen to this show every week.
To be fair,
She's a summer early.
We have Liv Smith, but yeah.
Hey, could be in the summer, Matt. Cool. Could be in the summer.
Yeah.
Emma's psychic, and she's like, yeah.
She's a summer early because Liv Smith isn't as marketable as Chloe Kelly.
That says more about that quiz than it does about you, Emma, I think, in terms of that was the only question on women's football. So
yeah, what a question. Yeah, what indeed. But yes, fantastic result for Manchester City, of course, against Spurs.
So we've got the derby this weekend as well, City as well, which would be really interesting to see now how United approach
so many
that.
derbies.
Just massive week for Man United, having these two legs and then the derby in between. So how they approach that derby is going to be very interesting, considering they need to get at the points to get the Champions League spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we're getting into the final games, aren't we?
Man City.
Oh, sorry, Paul,
this weekend against Man United, because they played 18 games. If I'm right, there were 22 games.
Yes.
They are 12 points clear of Man United at the moment. So are they 12 points clear? No, my maths is crap. They're 8 points clear. So they could go. So they would go.
Well, there you go.
So it would be 2 games. But they could certainly put Arsenal out of title contention effectively, because Arsenal will need to win every game and hope Man City lose theirs to get even close. We're tracking.
Saying we're talking about United. If Arsenal do win those 2 games in hand, they're kind of 5 points behind technically City, so they'll be the challengers rather than United, I suppose, in that sense.
Yes. Yeah, we didn't know that. But yeah, it's just there's still so many important matches, and now I know people are saying, "Oh, Arsenal's 2 games in hand are winnable games" and things like that. But I feel like we're getting to a point where not everything is now automatically winnable, which is quite nice. Because of course everyone would have seen the City Villa game as City will score 10, like fine. But then of course,
unless you're playing Leicester, is also on that. It's quite winnable.
I feel sorry for Leicester. Should we talk about the weekend?
They need to pass more, don't they?
They do indeed. I just love that Rick Passmore is still like, we just need to get out there and be confident, and we're a young team, and we're gonna get better. And
young team. You've got the 4-year-old Rachel Williams and Alicia Lehman. It's not 2022.
Well, Alicia bloody Lehman went and opened the scoring, didn't she? And I just thought, you've only done that because it's Villa. That's the only reason you've done that. I will say though, for all people might think, oh, you only know Alicia Lehman for one thing. She is a decent footballer. Like we do say that. And she made the biggest impression on that team. Tierney had a decent game as well. She was really pushing. We also had, let's have a look. I'm trying to rack my brain. Honestly, some things in my brain stick and others just go, nope, you're not remembering that.
Overall,
give me 2
Leicester
seconds.
Was so good in that first half. Like, it showed so much promise, but then second half, like, it all changed for me in that massive, fantastic substitution from Natalia Arroyo, bringing on Ebony Salmon, and 2 minutes in, it's completely changed. Obviously, scoring from the corner, Anna Patton flicking on a Lynn Bilms corner, not best defending. And then, was it 6 minutes before the end? Kirsty Hampton, what a season she's having.
So good, yeah.
Top from Ebony Salmon.
10 goals now, Kirsty. 10 goals.
And the goal, though, itself is, you need to will not want to see that again. Like, through the legs, like, that's not good. And
no, and it's
going down.
Well, that's the thing, because you just think Leicester, just something, they look really lost. But that first half, like you said, I thought, actually, they're giving us a game here. And Villa again, we thought, they're going to do typical Villa, like the game that they should be winning, they're actually you're gonna lose it. But I think it shows more about, like you said, the substitutions. That's the best Ebony Salmon's looked all season. She looked on it. She was determined. She was attacking, and you just thought, oh, there she is, found her. Because again, she was a bit lost for a while, but yeah, as soon as she came on, you're right, the pace changed. And you're like, yeah, that's where we need to get at them. So yeah, so watching that attacker moment and having Patsy do the little flick on to get the first to get the equaliser, I should say. And then of course Kirsty Hansen doing what she does best. But that was a beautiful ball from Ebony Salmon in for her as well. And it was one of them moments where you thought Villa are now a side that can come from behind and win. Because before that would have been, oh, well, we've gone 1-0 down. We're going to go 5. We're going to go 5 down. So, yeah, so I think, especially in that mid part of the table as well, breaking away is now so important and just keeping everyone else down in that relegation battle. But yeah, I mean, Villa did it.
Arsenal did Leicester a huge favour because if West Ham had somehow got anything out of that game, Arsenal, which is pretty unlikely, but if they had, you'd have said, that looks like Leicester were down, because Leicester's last few games as well don't look particularly winnable. Like if you look at their fixtures, they've got Brighton, which is going to be a tricky one. Brighton are always a frustrating team. Then London City away, then Arsenal and Chelsea, and then their final game.
Time.
No, Arsenal followed by Chelsea.
You will prove your worth of this league by playing 2 teams at once.
Leicester.
Arsenal followed by Chelsea. So obviously that means they will still be down and face whoever a third in WSL2.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they finish at bottom, aren't they?
Yeah, I can see teams in WSL2 beating Leicester.
Yeah, I think we were saying that last week, looking at who it is.
Yeah,
like you look at if
it's
a Palace v Leicester at Palace, for example, you'd put Palace down as the form that Leicester in, the kind of way the leagues work. You have to finish strongly to finish there. They'll be in good form. Leicester have had a dreadful season. You can see Palace beating them if it's a Palace, if it's a Bristol City, if it's a Newcastle even.
To Aston Villa. I thought they played really well, and I think, not sure you saw this, Freya. I think was it a stat after the game where obviously this is actually the first ever win for Aston Villa away in WSL after were trading at half time. So
that's a stat. That is
great stat.
That is a stat. Yeah. No, not a bad one, is it? See, it shows they're turning themselves around. It does. But yeah, I think we all kind of went into this one going, this is a must win. We need to win. Like, this is ridiculous if we don't win. But it was we all did predictions, and Lindsay said we're going to come from behind, we're going to win it. But she also predicted a Leicester red card, because usually that's how it ends with the Leicester Villa game. But no reds. We were all very nice to each other.
Well, Shannon O'Brien's probably going to be a red when she probably leaves the end of the season.
Well,
I mean, she made Liverpool would have a word in Emily. Get Shannon O'Brien to Liverpool. That would.
I did see actually. Was it a couple of days ago? I think was it posted by Soccer Donna. I think it was news concerning both Caroline Weir and Naomi Feller. I think are both expected to end their contracts around the end of the season. And I did see some people saying that they would love to see Caroline Weir at Liverpool. I think obviously she used to play for the club, good Scottish connection, likes of Jenna Clark, Samantha Kurt, not the Aussie one. So I think when I lost her, I was like, yeah, it was good.
I've said that. A Liverpool central midfielder, Fuka Nagano, Mary Herbinger, a revitalised Mary Herbinger coming back from injury, and Caroline Weir. It's just
she would have played under Gareth Taylor as well, wouldn't she? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw Naomi Fellow as well. I think her contract ends the end of the season. And I saw she's 24 years old, right winger. And I don't know why, but I maybe thought of Everton. Possibly.
Oh, that could be a shout.
Think of that.
I don't know if I said this last week, but our good friend Donna at Soccer Donna said Lyneth Berenstein is also at the end of a contract, and she follows Villa Women on Instagram.
Oh, that would be
So
incredible.
just think,
That would be
imagine,
brilliant.
Come on.
imagine if Vilms and Grant have put a good word in, and they've gone, Lyneth, come to the Midlands.
Linus Berenstein just pounding through Midland, pounding through the Midlands, just like an absolute tank.
To be honest,
But
that
football
one
would
player
be
I was
insane.
thinking for Villa to have a new
Yeah.
player for them, possibly Kelly Gaga, if proves are true, she might leaving Everton.
Well, Brian Sorensen's now at Villa, so would she want to?
True.
Which should be because obviously we don't know what went on. Disclaimer, allegedly.
I just thought the link was Jean-Francois and possibly putting a good word in.
Jean-Francois, yeah, maybe. Because again, the rumors and the stories may all be false. Of course, that could be a different issue. So hey, if she wants to, that's fine. Because yeah, we've got Gabby Nunez. We've got some players that have just fallen off the face of the planet, basically. No one knows where Paola is. She's just, I think she popped up in like one vlog and then she was gone again. Gabby Nunez is back in training, I think. And this is how the fan club works. Gabby Nunez went to a game at Villa Park to watch the men's. Someone from the fan club was sitting behind her at Villa Park and said, when are you back? And so apparently she said in 2 weeks. So watch the space for Gabby Nunez being back. But apart from that,
Just in time for that inevitable summer move to like Levante or
that's where she came from.
Paris FC or something. Like,
yeah, hey, Paris FC would be good shout. But yeah, you can just you can tell kind of who might be coming to the end of their contract. And speaking of which, Mary Taylor has signed a new one, so we've got Mary for a little bit longer, which I'm very, very happy about. I think Lucy Bronze is coming back to Liverpool and Man City in the summer.
No.
I think
No.
no.
I love Lucy so much. But you're never going to hear anything bad about Lucy.
Me too, man. No, as much as Paul tries, I'll tell him no. We don't have any Lucy Bronze
is Rachel Williams, but at right back.
Hey,
in the sense
take
that back.
In the sense of she will.
Paul had to leave.
The power of that.
If you did not cut me off, what I was going to say was in the sense that she'll still be coming off the bench at 40 years old with 10 minutes to go and scoring headers at the back post. Like,
okay, so it was a backhanded compliment.
The backhanded compliment.
No, I mean, we all know Lucy likes to jump about clubs, don't we? So maybe she'll stay for another season. Maybe she'll go off and play for. Who knows where she'll end up? But yeah, I hope she does stay because it has been really lovely seeing her back again in the WSL. Right then, so yeah, I mean, Arsenal just put the 5 past West Ham, as we mentioned. Chloe Kelly. There was a bit of a discussion whether she got a brace or a hat trick, down to who it was given to, but it has been confirmed as a hat trick now for Chloe Kelly. Russo and Mead getting the other ones as well. 24,000 in attendance at the Emirates. Not bad at all. But yeah, Matt, how did you feel about only 2 draws this weekend, as we can see? But yeah, London City won, Chelsea won. It felt like a London City goal was coming and they were going to get something out of that match. But yeah, just kind of a few comments from you. How did the game go for you from a Chelsea perspective?
Yeah, well, I think it started obviously quite well. We had a few early chances and then we took the lead just about halfway through the first half. Hannah Hansen kicking it up long and Aguilera Jones feathering it through. Johanna Reeting-Carrid, who scored, I believe, only her second WSL goal this season. So obviously it's not been the best season for Yo-Yo, but she always works hard and she's not getting the credit she deserves. But as you're saying, we should have been more than 1-0 by half time. And to credit to London City, they pressed, and I think if it hadn't been for Hannah Hansen, they probably would have took the lead sooner. But they did obviously equalise through I think it was a shot by Corello, I think it was. and obviously it was saved superb by Hannah Hampton, but then it fell to Izzy Goodwin 6 yards out, who just bundled the ball home. And obviously Izzy Goodwin is a very good player we praise a lot here on the pod. And obviously he's a fantastic player. And personally, I think once we know what Nessie thinks of this, like I think personally she can write London City's best player this season. I think she's been absolutely fantastic. Everyone talks about the likes of obviously Nikita Paris, Freya Godfrey, Aslani, but I think Isabel Goodwin, she's been slowly and surely having good performances consistently, and she's kind of been stepping up in those big moments and kind of showing like, yeah, I can be that leader.
Yeah, because for Izzy Goodwin, and we all saw it kind of last season. She was one of the main reasons that they did get promoted for her efforts. And when they kept her on and they didn't let her go, we thought, oh, this is her time to shine. And then initially she wasn't getting the minutes, and it seems like she's finally being given that chance to kind of go and shine. And it just kind of shows that this is what she can do. She can pop up in these moments and use her height and use her skill to do it. And I was buzzing for her that it was, against Chelsea, and it was, in this big match that she can show what she can do. So yeah, I thought 1-1 was pretty fair, to be honest, with how the game went. How annoying.
That I thought Chloe Sarway was absolutely fantastic in her first start for the club. I thought she was absolutely
yes, it was her first start, wasn't it? Yeah.
Having to deal with both, was it Nikita Paris and Freya Godfrey, because they kept changing ends and changing sides during the first half. So I thought overall she was fantastic, and I think that's one of the big positives coming from a Chelsea perspective. But all credit to London City. I think that's now ends of 4 defeats in a row in all competitions. So pretty much Eden Meister finally putting a positive spin on his side. But yeah, I think it just kind of shows again where we were just absolutely possibly knackered from the Women's League Cup game, and also then the Brighton game, obviously. But then that just shows that Chelsea, we've got to be playing games at like probably 2 to 3 days rest. I think we had 1 day to prepare for this game. So I think it's just give all credit to London City, they were just more prepared than us.
Yeah, and they definitely went for it, didn't they? Stepped up to the occasion. Bottomless brunch and all. So the only game we haven't mentioned then is just Brighton versus Liverpool. Emily said in the chat earlier, pleased to have taken a point from Brighton. I feel if we had been a bit more clinical in front of goal, we would have taken all 3 points. Yeah, because there wasn't much in it. It was, I don't want to say boring because that sounds quite harsh, but yeah, because both teams just couldn't take their chances. Paul will. Just nothing really seemed to happen. Like they'd get a bit of momentum and then fizzle out, and then the same would go the other way, and you just thought, oh.
Fran Kirby was getting pissed off, wasn't she, with some of the chances that went begging, or some of the passes that didn't come to her, or
she did.
They would just every time Brighton seemed to come forward, they made the wrong decision before they had a shot, and it's just sort of Fran Kirby getting more and more wound up during the second half.
And I do love. Oh yeah, go on, Matt.
I thought obviously at the end, I thought obviously kind of more massive the amount of drama happened at the end, because obviously but Liverpool had some good chances. I think that Martha Thomas had a chance right at like last minute, but I think came from a corner, and then Pomme was there to clear it off the line. Then obviously Liverpool and then Brighton had a really good chance before that. It's obviously a fantastic save by Falk to push it onto the bar. But yeah, I can understand Emily saying there, because I think that Liverpool possibly, in my mind, deserved all 3 points. I thought they possibly were the ones creating more chances. But I think overall, though, obviously with Leicester losing again and West Ham getting absolutely battered, I think for me now that's a Liverpool safe. Now, after a horrendous first half of the season, they seem to have turned it around. Obviously, we've got players like Mia Enderby's been fantastic, Olsen's been superb. So it seems to be all good for Liverpool right now.
I think them losing Sophie Roman-Haug was a massive blow to them. It'll be interesting next season to see how that team plays with a recognised spearhead, because Beate Olsen is a very good second striker, but Liverpool have some lack that spearhead up front that can get them 8, 9, 10 goals. I think Sophie Roman-Haug, if they can hold on to her with some of those signings playing off them with the likes of Aurelie Schillag playing off them
Yes.
could be very interesting.
Mm.
And Herbinger coming back as well. Still not convinced Martha Thomas is the solution. I think she's a very good squad player, but some of the speedy players like Aurelie Schillag playing off a big, powerful threat.
They're going to be ahead. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. So it looked like someone in the back of that shot was just like running like they shouldn't have been on the pitch. But I think it was just someone after their warm-up just but yes, it just felt like a huge opportunity missed, but at the end of the day, you know, fair points across the board for both of them.
The trouble with Brighton as well, they're just there. Like they've got individually, they've got great names because Chiamaki Nadozi, for example, Elena Shankovic, and Rosa Kafaji, Frank Kirby,
yeah.
But as a team, they're just kind of there. Like you don't. If you're making,
they're just kind of plodding along, aren't they? Yeah.
If you're making a WSL 11 of players to watch, there aren't any Brighton players in it, are there? Like you'd have to literally say we're making a team where we will include one player from every team as players to watch to have a Brighton player in it.
Well,
you could argue Psyche there as Kiko Psyche.
Psyche, yeah. You could tell she was missing at the weekend as well. But I think I said this in the chat as well. I genuinely, the camera panned to a Brighton player, and I could not have told you who that was. And usually, I'm pretty good with faces. I'm pretty good with names. Couldn't have told you. I was like, I've never seen you before. But yeah, but it's all good. Bex Rayner. I know. But yeah, it just kind of looked and I went, I don't have a clue who you are.
I mean, that's an example. Bex Rayner was a squad player for Sheffield United in the WSL2 a couple of years ago and kind of ended up at Brighton and is considered a WSL quality player. And you just look at it and go, really? That's the level you're at?
Sorry, Bex, if you're listening. That's harsh.
I was going to say nothing against you, Bex.
She's
Googling
her name this week.
In terms of names of progression, when you look
didn't know who she was. She's crap.
when you look at the names,
didn't recognise her face.
When you look at the names that other teams are signing, other teams have, and then you look at Brighton, you know, there's no players who they're signing, and you're going, oh yeah, that's interesting. You know, they might go out in the summer and find players like that, but like Liverpool, admittedly, the Scandinavian invasion, a lot of that was, they're just kind of there and they're fringe players. But then you go, but Aurelie Schillag, you look and go, oh yeah, that's a familiar name. She was interesting for Switzerland, and you know, she's been making some waves.
Well, it's a shame though, isn't it? Because they've got like on their bench, they've got Carla Camacho, who has impressed when I've seen her. We talked about Mpome earlier as well. Nordam was a good name when she came in. Sonada Tvetten,
has been good
Madison
as well.
Haley, yeah. And I think they've got a lot of players who they're, like you said, they're not like these big name, like, oh my God, it's them. But you can see why they've been signed, because they are very good. But because they're not household names, unfortunately, people do tend to forget. And not realise, pay attention.
Yeah, they're workman-like squad players, but if they move over the summer, they're not going to set the world alight. You know, if any of the team says, we've signed Carla Camacho from Brighton, everyone goes, okay. Or if someone says, the only two players in that team, well, three, to be fair, who you look at, and if they move, it'll be, is Nadozi, because she's a very, very good goalie. Frank Kirby, because Frank Kirby still has the quality, although, you know, she might, in a few years, she might be getting closer to the leave football before football leaves you stage of things. But with Frank Kirby being who she is, I think she will be very aware of that. And I think there's no danger. There are some players you look at and go, they're going to be around way longer than they should be. Really bright. But Frank Kirby... But Frank Kirby strikes me as the kind of player who will just quietly, one summer, in the next few summers, quietly go, that's me done. Thank you, football. or she'll just quietly move and finish a career at a WSL2 side for a season, and then go, I've accepted I can't play at the top level anymore. I still want to play, so I'll play at WSL2 level for a season, and then quietly, thank you football, that's me done.
Oh, that's really sad, Paul. Don't make us think about that. But whichever team she chooses, she'll be an absolute asset to.
Don't forget they did have Michelle Hashimang as well back at the start of the season, and she's got that major injury. That would have been a name as well, wouldn't it? So,
you have players. You think of players at certain clubs and whatever else, and you think of the opposite of that, which is just players who you'd never ever see joining certain clubs, would actually disappoint you if they moved to other clubs. Frank Kirby moving to London City. That would be that would be the type of signing that would actually feel like a betrayal. Like, Fran, you're better than that. Like,
everyone begging her, like, don't do this. Whatever she's promised you, don't.
What if Yui Hasegawa went to London City? That'd be the big one. We can't have that.
Yui,
No.
I would be like, there has definitely been a kidnap gone on there if that happens.
Yeah.
There is like Anakin Skywalker going over to the dark side.
Yeah, exactly.
Anakin, don't do it.
It's that would be that bit in Escape to Victory where they're all going to escape and Pele's there going, "Don't, we can we can do something good here. Look beyond yourself."
Oh god, yeah. The things we hope don't happen in women's football, and we'll keep everything crossed that it doesn't. But yeah, because you look at Brighton down there in 9th, and you just think 18 points, not far off. Obviously, yeah, Aston Villa, London City, Everton, all on 20, and there's that little group there, and you just think if they still had Michelle Hashimang and they really cracked on this season, they probably would, yeah. Pretty much, which I know doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things, but 6 just looks a lot better than 9th, doesn't it? But points wise, there's nothing in it. So, like we keep saying, there's those, I mean, there's obviously City, but then you've got the next 3 really, but Spurs are kind of on the periphery. Then you've got that mid to bottom group there, but all safe, really, aren't they now? And then you've got that bottom 3, but yeah, Leicester just don't look like they're coming out of it, do they?
This next summer is the big one for that group because this year for the WSL, I think, like we said this was the danger at the start of the season. Most teams have effectively seen it as a free hit because Graham played a little bit higher up. Leicester just need to win one game this season, and it's that game against Crystal Palace or Birmingham.
Yes. Yeah, whoever's in that third spot. Yeah.
Whoever's in that third spot. You've created a situation where the bottom team in the WSL will just go, well, as long as we win that one game, we're all right.
Yeah.
For another year.
And that's such a dangerous position, isn't it? Or a dangerous mindset from a club, if that is indeed the thinking. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Emily's saying there, I think one more win and we're safe.
Leicester bottom, I've got no doubt about it. I would eat all the hats to have if Leicester come out of that.
Yeah, unless something goes tremendously wrong for both West Ham and Liverpool.
But Leicester still have to win a game, which I don't see happening. Even if something disastrous happened to everyone else, Leicester have still got to go and win a game of football.
I won't just eat a hat. I will eat a sombrero. I will buy a sombrero and eat it on the podcast. If Leicester are playing in that third place game.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say I eat a cob. I was like, Paul, you're from Warwickshire.
No, Matt, I've got standards. There are levels.
I mean, I've got family
there.
who live on the outskirts of Leicester, and my cousin always calls. I spoke to her a couple of weeks ago, and she said, and it's called a cob, and I was like, it's not, it's a batch. Like, I could easily go into a massive diplomatic debate that it's calling a batch. It's not a cob. Like, cob is what you get with corn. Like,
I was going to say that's a whole podcast segment. What do you call your bread?
Oh, God. That's absolute football summer. Just a 3-hour podcast on dialect word.
Either batch, butty, possibly roll, but anything else, no.
Anything else? No. And that's it. So that's Matt's word on what to call your sandwich.
Settling the big debates on the Absolute Football
Yeah.
Podcast.
That's how Sue sees things.
I was going to say, instead of Sue sees it, what can we? That's how Matt. No, I can't. Just M. But yes. So WSL done and dusted. Right then, WSL2, best league in the world. Let's have a little look. Oh no, we need predictions first. Predictions.
It's Derby
because
weekend.
It's Derby weekend, everyone. So yeah, in the chat, get your predictions in. But we've got Merseyside Derby, Manchester Derby. We've got a North London Derby.
What a Saturday that is, by the way.
Saturday. Yes. So purple games are Saturday, blue games are Sunday. Rather than the 4-2 that were on this week, that really threw us. So yeah, we've got a nice 3-3 split here. But yeah, obviously Derby's going on, which is vital. And I know, Danny, you said about United going into this one, how that's going to affect it. But I mean, of course, Emily says Liverpool's gonna win that one. But yeah, are there any others that you think, right, this needs to be the one?
Like Sunday's got the bum deal here, to be honest. Sunday's looking at Saturday going,
how rude.
Do you get all the good stuff? Sorry.
Well,
Chelsea Villa is clearly the big one.
Having the main courses first before we have the starters.
I mean, technically, if you actually want to claim any affiliation, you've got the Dockers Derby on Sunday. If you believe that London City have any connection with Millwall whatsoever, there is the Dockers Derby on Sunday.
The Dockers Derby. I mean, that's an incredible nickname, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, for Liverpool, ideally, they are going to win that one, and again, put some distance between the bottom.
I don't know. I know Everton got beat at the weekend, but the form that Everton have been in, they'll be right up for it. Is that the Hill Dick or not?
It is at the Big Dick.
Is it the Big Dick?
Is it the Big Dick? I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll be well up for that one, though.
Yeah.
I can see Everton winning that.
Oh, 2-2. Thanks, Emily. Yeah, I'll take that.
Emily, I lied to you for a second then.
We can score 2 against you. What are you talking about?
I think Spurs could give Arsenal a game, but I think Arsenal will win that.
Yeah, the Spurs defence worries me against that Arsenal attack.
Yeah, there's just been a few too many slip-ups, hasn't there, in that defence of recent times. But yeah, 5:30 prime slot there on the Saturday evening.
Because there's no men's proper footballers there at the weekend as well, so that gives. I assume that's why they've done this.
Did you call men's football proper football?
No, I think
there's no men's league football, is what I meant to say.
There's no interesting
I'm
football.
joking.
Yeah, it's
No interesting.
So yeah, it's prime spots for all of these.
Yeah,
But
so they
this
can actually play different days.
International breaks, or as they're known in Coventry, those annoying bits getting in the way of us going back to the Premier League.
Delaying
it
the celebrations.
again. Yes. But yeah, so I mean, Leicester, Brighton, just
Leicester Brighton. That's prime. I've just had the Sunday roast. I'm having a nap.
yeah.
That might as well be played on Christmas Day at 2:10. You're going to fall asleep in front of it. Like,
I think
Just after Kang's Queen's speech.
Brighton, that's like last game on like match of the day. Like people are falling asleep. Like we're not watching.
Just one line of a recap and just like, and this happened, and then that's it.
Yeah, 1.5 minutes.
Oh,
1.5 minutes of highlights commentated by some bloke you've never heard of.
And a minute of it is the team's walking out.
And a minute of it is the intro, and this poor commentator who normally does like the nationwide League on 5 Live, having to go, it's Leicester City versus Brighton here. Leicester Still struggling against relegation, looking for a vital 3 points for Brighton. Oh, fuck it. No one's watching this, are they?
Wait, who's that? Who's that one? Oh, it's Bex Arena. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Oh, she's quite good.
Yeah.
I think
There's an unidentified player on the pitch. Who is it?
Like,
Sorry, Matt.
I wouldn't be surprised, like, looking at those 3 games in the derbies, like, I think obviously Everton Liverpool's going to be really close, but I see possibly Everton nicking it, maybe. City against United, I think City could easily win that. Possibly a repeat of, was it the derby last season where they won? Was it 3-0 at half time? Possibly. If City can be as ruthless as they were against Spurs, then I think Manchester United in for a tough afternoon. Spurs against Arsenal, I would love to see Spurs get a point. I think if they can show that more defensive resilience and possibly or still showing that attacking threat, and possibly could Arsenal be maybe tired from midweek action and they have one mind on Chelsea? Possibly, maybe Spurs could make something from that. Chelsea, we should win against Villa. Sorry, Freya. West Ham versus London City. West Ham. I think West Ham get anything, do not win that, then I think they could possibly open the door up for Leicester. But I think Leicester, they need to really kind of, if they can use that first half against Villa, then they could possibly cause shock against Brighton teams who are just on the beach. Brighton on the beach. It just seems like, I don't know, natural, is it? Brighton on the beach.
Sussex by the sea.
Sussex by the sea. Again, go back to a Sunday name. Yeah, it just, I mean, Villa are going to turn up. And hey, Chelsea have got loads of injuries, so why not? And in fact, the Chelsea bench, the Chelsea bench looks a bit like a Villa bench on an average weekend. So I think we might have a chance of getting something from there, you know. Wouldn't that be nice, getting a point against Chelsea? A point indeed. Right then, so I think let's finally go on to the best league in the world, shall we? So this is how it ended at the weekend. Again, only 2 draws here. But this little one down here, Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1, was my favourite one of the weekend. And I just Ellen Adale is just, when she's on top form, she's absolutely smashing. And I just kind of put on my little notes as well when I was rewatching it. You just think at Fratton Park, which is also credited to Fraction Park. Good thing I knew what I'm talking about. But it's a massive 3 points because they weren't getting dragged into the relegation battle, but they were just precariously close to that. So the fact that they're now another 3 points clear of that is fantastic news. So if anyone didn't see it, really early attack by Sunderland, 5 minutes in, quickest they've started, I think, for a very long time. Jessica Brown, long ball over the top, and Dale was able to flick it on with a head, as Danny mentioned, for that early lead. Greenwood nearly made it 2, but it was off the crossbar. And I just want to shout out Marissa Shiva as well. She's done a fantastic job in that midfield, being a brilliant signing for Sunderland. And they should have put away more of their chances, but Portsmouth just couldn't really do anything in that match. But their keeper, Gray, put some really good saves, which did a double save at one point to deny Dale again. So if she wasn't in goal, I think the scoreline would have been much higher. 21 shots, 7 on target, and I think Portsmouth only managed a handful themselves as well. So huge win for Sunderland. But did anyone catch any of these other games that they want to shout out, or any surprising results?
Nottingham Forest beating Ipswich 2-0. Ironically, the winner scored from the left winger. It actually was Chantal Boydilka.
It was.
The biggest shock. Charlton, I believe, losing their first league match of the season, 2-1 against Bristol City.
Second one.
Second, I think, yeah.
Second loss. Second loss. Yeah, Graham.
I saw obviously Graham saying there should have been a foul, but then obviously Bristol made it 2-0. Then Charlton got one back. I think, second half. But yeah, I think even that, despite that defeat, Charlton, they think still 6 points clear at the top of WSL2.
Yes.
I think there's 6 clear, but I think Birmingham got a game in hand, and I think they play each other, don't they, on the last day of the season.
Last day of the season.
So if Birmingham do win that game in hand, it's right back on again, which they didn't take the chance last time. They messed up one of their games in hand. So this is a big weekend for them. The Bristol City goals, by the way, we mentioned Sophie Ingle, but Lexi Lloyd-Smith teased it earlier. It's the new goal. Yes,
Danny.
If you saw it, I'm not really sure what it was, but I'm going to go for scuffed dink for this goal. She pretty much miskicked it, but dinked it somehow over the keeper. I'm not sure. Get it on a t-shirt,
yeah, because I was thinking more like a scuffy loop. Like it was like a
loop. Yeah, that's
a
nice.
scuffy loop.
A scuffy loop.
Yeah, because you can kind of tell she didn't expect to get it.
Yeah,
and she just kind of looks at it and goes, "Oh crap, what can I do?"
Yeah,
and
it's
just kind of
out of character for Lexi Lloyd-Smith as well. He usually does things with such like pace and smoothness, but for her to just scuff one in was lovely, especially against Charlton as well, which was like a surprising result of the weekend.
Smith is one of those players who there are certain commentary phrases who you'd love to use, and Lexi Lloyd-Smith is one of those where you want to use the phrase "with aplomb" a lot.
Yes,
mantle with aplomb.
Yeah.
You know, she put that away with aplomb.
With aplomb, it keeps, like, as well as beating Charlton, it keeps Bristol City right in that race for third as well. They're 2 points behind Palace now. I only want good things for Charlotte Healy as well. I really like her as a character, as a person. She seems like someone you could just go and have a nice drink with.
Because she's taken to it really well, hasn't she?
She has, and it was a big job to turn around. Like, given like they've come down, they've gone through the change, and she's actually slowly built them up into a really good team again. She's got some good players. She's kept them together, and she's got them right in that race for third, which is so exciting. It's the great, because we got what we got.
Brilliantly, mathematically, everyone down to 8th can still get promoted.
Yes.
I love this league. I really, really do. Yeah, because again, talking about obviously Sunderland and Nottingham, because they were on the same points last week, they've both won. They're on the same points again. But yeah, looking at that group, it's still that bottom 4, and now there's literally nothing in it. Just that single point, and you just think one of who is going to trip up spectacularly at this end of the season.
This weekend at the bottom, by the way, on Saturday afternoon. Sheffield United versus Portsmouth.
Yes.
Portsmouth win that, Sheffield United potentially go bottom.
And Sheffield United actually played quite well against Birmingham as well at the weekend.
You know what? Sheffield really impressed.
Yeah.
At the weekend. Yeah. Matt, were you saying something there?
Yeah, there's that South London derby this weekend. Palace versus Charlton. I think we all know who Graham's going to be back in.
Yes, big game.
That is huge.
And Bristol City, Birmingham as well.
Yes.
They're trying to market it. The showdown at Selhurst. The Palace video is great because they got Annabelle Blanchard looking very, very serious, which is quite funny. Annabelle Blanchard is like, if they were trying to pick someone to do the whole scary, tough, intimidating thing, they probably shouldn't have picked someone who looks like Annabelle Blanchard does, because Annabelle Blanchard looks like kind of the nicest, almost children's TV presenter type. And isn't it, is not the kind of player you think of when you first think of intimidating. If you think of skill and ability, of course you think of Blanchard, but you don't think of scary and intimidating when you think of a 5'3" midfield, silky midfield number 10, do you? You think you need to get the big scary centre half in there.
No, you do. But of course, Graham said the Selhurst showdown and the chance to clinch promotion on my 50th birthday.
Happy birthday,
Graham! What a present that's going to be.
Oh.
Happy birthday for the weekend.
If they can win promotion at Palace as well.
Oh, yes, that'll be perfect. Wouldn't it?
I do wonder if Palace are building that up now, only for Charlton to knock it down. Because in the men's game as well. We've mentioned the men's game a lot, but Tottenham had a massive sort of fans gathering, didn't they, outside the ground at the weekend, and it all went to pot. I do wonder whether Palace are setting themselves up for a fall by kind of building it up that much.
Does not that much. But you can guarantee if they then win, that feeling's going to be even better, isn't it?
It's a huge game. What weekend?
Night, Chris.
So I'm just going to stay inside all weekend and just watch all these games.
I will not leave my house
Yes.
because we've got another derby. It's a Sunderland Newcastle match.
Hey.
How did the last time we Derby go, Freya? You haven't mentioned it yet.
Well, I don't like to brag.
Weekend go, you know.
It's not like to brag, you know. But it was both Sunderland number 9s who scored the winning goal for both the men and the women. So what a weekend for the lads and the lasses.
I really
Me
hope
too.
Sunderland win that one. And that feels like a floaty L from Eleanor Dale. Like a floaty Eleanor Dale. That's
Nice.
A floaty Eleanor Dale. Oh, very good.
If that does happen as well, it'll be really pleasing because it'll mean that Newcastle could potentially drop several positions. Because
Which even better. Yeah. So if we have a look then, where are we? 31.
Ideally, sorry, Graham, but ideally for full shithousery stroke drama purposes, we want Sunderland to win that derby.
Yes.
Palace to beat Charlton, because that means that Charlton and Birmingham City are then level on points.
Ooh.
Birmingham City to lose, because they've got Southampton.
No,
They've got Bristol, Birmingham.
Bristol City. So they go Birmingham City to lose because then Bristol City will also go above Newcastle. So you'll have. So potentially you could see Crystal Palace go to third, level on points with Birmingham. Bristol City go above Newcastle, 2 points behind. And potentially the title race still going to the final day.
Oh.
Go on.
Yeah, go on, play already. We want to know what happens.
Get on with it, lasses. Come on.
He used to like you, Paul. but that's the thing.
I mean, yeah, there's the sentimental of claiming it on your birthday, but you know, it's more fun if you have to work for it.
If you've earned it and you're not just given it. Yes.
Yeah. You're not. I'm still expecting Ipswich to overhaul Ipswich and Middlesbrough to overhaul.
Now they've got the power of Farage's back in. You never know what's going to happen.
On the charge with Farage. There you go.
Can you just invite Zach Polanski to the Coventry Society? Is it CBS Arena? Is it?
It is.
Get him in there.
Imagine if Mappy Leon signs for Ipswich Town after this.
Oh, that would be perfect. That'd
be poetry, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. But yeah, looking at these scores, I just had a couple of things I wanted to shout. Joya Miwa getting her first goal for Nottingham Forest. That was lovely. She could have had 2 or 3 before her goal finally went in, but yeah, you just saw her.
She was really linking up well with Boyd Lorca as well, wasn't she? They've got a good little tandem going on.
Lovely. Yeah, lovely player. Because again, like Forest just coming up this season have done phenomenally well to be in and amongst it. So yeah, they're very, very impressive to watch. Like we said about Birmingham City and Sheffield as well. Sheffield took the lead. Amy Andrews is on a mission to get as many goals as possible. She had a chance really early on, and then it was a lovely back here little flick off from. Now I thought it was Guyot. The commentator said Gyat.
I've not gone well.
So I was just kind of like, huh? I'm gonna stick with Guyot because I'm 99% sure that's how you say it. So yeah, she flicked it back for Sophie O'Rourke, 14th minute, and that was just a lovely bit of play. So Sheffield, for everything that they've been through, they've really shown some lovely football now, which is quite nice. However, Lily Crossfit Did anyone see her goal, her equaliser?
It was a great goal. It was a lovely run from Hertra down the wing as well, wasn't it? Before
she's
just
incredible as well. Yes,
like halfway through her half, and she's gone full pelt, built about 3 defenders or midfielders across the ball in. So you only really see the crossway goal, but before that, she's put in a heck of a job down the right hand side to get it in.
Yes,
lovely goal.
Yeah, because it was her tray, wasn't it? And then she crossed in, and I think Bex Holloway just does a little. Yeah, I'll pass it off again. Get it in the right position, but yeah, crossway. It was this lovely. It was almost like a standing chip, wasn't it? But like a beautiful curling ball in into the top corner. But there was a bit of confusion for the winner though, wasn't there? If anyone saw this one, the ref had to then check with the linesman / fourth official, couldn't see on the camera, that it actually counted because again it was Martha Harris. She had a really good game. She found her tray as well, again out on the right. Again, lovely ball in. Rogers then punches the ball away, but straight into the chest of Leydhammer. So she's just like, thank you. Sends it straight in, and then it kind of comes back out again a little bit. So yeah, ref had to do a double check, but it was all good. And Birmingham City did end up winning 2-1. But yeah, I think, again, we're talking about signings going under the radar, but Birmingham City have brought some really good talent in that are really, really lovely to watch for that. So just wanted to give them a shout out, really. We've talked about Bristol City, Charlton. We've talked about Sunderland. So I think I'm all good. Newcastle Crystal Palace was a bit of a dud one, wasn't it? In Durham, Southampton. Just nothing really happened.
No.
Really, no.
I was expecting good things about from Newcastle Palace as well, so I was expecting a really good game. But
yeah, I thought it'd be a bit more to it. Yeah, and just nothing could really get going. But again, for Durham, a team who was struggling, a point, especially against Southampton, was a very vital point for them as well. We're also starting to get squads announced for the next set of internationals. Charlotte Newsham's being called up. How remind you of that? What did I say? Who did I slag off? What did I say? I can't remember. Emily, what did I say? Can't remember. I say a lot of nonsense. Who? What's going on?
What did you say?
Well, I was a different person back then. I don't know what I said. But yes, as we mentioned, some very, very important games coming up because it is so tight at the bottom, but of course at the top as well. What's Graham saying there? Kira Skills, the ball she played at the start of the move for our goal was top quality. What a player she is. Yes. And of course, you're only going to hear these players if you watch the WSL2, best league in the world. Right then. I think anything else WSL2 before we go over to our NWSL corner? Anyone?
No, you should be fine.
That's right. Because this is what happened in match day 2. Unfortunately, there is a team in red that Danny does not really want to see in red, because Chicago Stars, possibly the worst team in the world.
Thanks, Ray. That's a good start.
No, but seriously, because even Jackie, that was one of the first comments. How did Chicago beat KC Current?
Chicago
Danny,
Stars. It sounds like a young kids team, don't they? That you just get.
And on Saturday morning, it's the Chicago Stars.
I don't understand it. I honestly don't. I've watched it back a couple of times. I still don't understand it. Look, that's a really good start, and sort of first 15 minutes peppering their goal a lot, thinking, it's going to be quite a routine victory. Fair play to Chicago. They did come back and get the goals, and goals win games. That's how they won. They scored 2, we scored 1. And
is that how it worked? Oh, thanks.
Yes, yeah. But no, it was just one of those where nothing was going in, and then Chicago took the chances, and they were defending well. They were so much better than they were the week before when they got beat 4-0. And you kind of think, it's going to be another season of struggle for them, but they just could not find a way. The finishing, the defending was not to standard at all from what we'd expect. I'm still to be convinced by Chris Armas. We're only 2 games in, but he's it's not convinced me just yet. We still haven't got Tenwood back. She's not back tonight either for the game tonight, so that's a big concern. Even sort of defending from the front with the pace she gives us to get in behind the defenders and hold the ball up and to be able to stretch games. There's a massive miss, which it would be. Izzy Rodriguez had another really good game, set up the goal, but just not good enough defensively. Defensive sleepiness. Maybe it's the wind. The wind just kept them up potentially. But no, you don't want to be losing games in that manner.
No, and especially so early on as well, because you want to get into like a good rhythm, don't you? And
that's it.
See
and we've seen like some surprising results elsewhere as well. So you want to take advantage of that. You want to take advantage of Orlando dropping points. They drop points again. Take advantage of Washington dropping points, but just didn't, and it was really flat at times.
It's really hard to like Washington. I know they were the team that kind of got assigned to me, but we might need to respin the wheel. Like, genuinely, because
respin the wheel.
They're just not very interesting.
So I have to say, actually, watching this pod, watching you guys, obviously, I'm starting to really get into NWSL, and I have picked the team.
Oh God!
Who have you picked?
Who have you picked?
Not just because they won last season, but I've gone for Gotham. Possibly Chelsea contingent and Captain Berger, Jess Carter, now Guru.
Okay,
they didn't win. They finished 8th. They didn't win.
Playoff was a stupid idea.
Stupidness.
Stupid rubbish rules.
I'm going to move away. Can I move to not move, but can I move it on to
Angel City? Wherever you like, Danny.
Angel City again. I mentioned last week as the dark horses. Again, they've gone to Bay and won 3-1. Really good result, really good performance. And when you've got Sveindis Jonsdottir in your team and she's scoring goals, you've got something good. And they've got players across the pitch now where they've managed to put together a solid foundation. You've got Savvy King coming back in. She started. You've got Emily Sams in the back with her, Sarah Gordon's, Giselle Thompson as well. You've got the other goal, Myra, who I mentioned last week, Neely Martin. They're across the pitch. They look so much stronger as a squad this year, and I think they're a really, really excited team. They've had a season now under Alexander Strauss, and I think they're just looking so strong across the park. Maybe the one thing that will come into it is that if they do get injuries, but so far 4-0 win and then a 3-1 win away from home, you can't ask for much more than that. And in general, I've watched a couple of the games and they're looking very strong, very, very good.
Now I do just have to mention, you talked about Jonsdottir there.
Yes.
If we're talking American, John's daughter.
John's daughter.
John's daughter.
We're all someone's daughter. We're all someone's son.
We're all someone's daughter. But yeah, honestly, it's so funny because they say it with such confidence and so like they're so pleased with themselves that they've said it. But even like Dudinia gets some strange pronunciations, and you're just like, they've been in this league a while now. Yeah. You can see it the way it's spelled. Because I'd get it if it was like, but Dottia is literally Dottia. Like you can't get more phonetic. But yeah, John's daughter.
Having that long throw as well in the locker is lovely for them as well.
Locker. Yes.
Incorrectly pronouncing players. That's like in the WSL where I hear Rachel Brown Finnis incorrectly pronouncing Bigger Captain. It says captain, like it's captain. Come on, Rachel.
4 different versions and they're all wrong.
Yeah. It's just when they'll say it one way, and then you can tell the next time they say it, they've gone, oh, that wasn't quite right. Let's try a different way. And then they've said it, and then they've gone back to the first way. And then the next time they say it, they've just like given up, and they're just like, and it's and they've just they stumble over it. And it's like just do a bit of research. It's all right. But yeah, it's.
I'm going to say already. By the way, can we save Casey Murphy from Boston Legacy? Because she's far too good at goalie to be playing in Boston. Like,
well, they're a new expansion side. So where do you want her to go then, Paul?
Anywhere that isn't Boston. It's a good start.
Wow.
Poor bastard.
Okay. Poor bastard.
because
They've only had 2 games.
yeah, but like maybe Houston, so you can have the 2 Team USA goalies in the same place. So you can have Jane Campbell and Casey Murphy in the same place. That would be
Jake Campbell is ridiculous. Obviously. Other keeper appreciation, Abby Smith.
Yeah.
Abby Smith for Denver is incredible.
She made some
just
great saves again, didn't she? Against what
Yeah.
a result that is as well, by the way.
Yeah, to get that draw against Orlando Pride, with all their attacking power, that was
Yeah,
insane.
Babs scored, didn't she? Babs.
Oh, Babs, yes.
Yeah.
Babs is back, scoring again. I do just want to say I saw the stat about last season. There was only 6 red cards given out the whole season, and within the first 2 weeks, they've had pretty much equal it already. So, do we think the league is just getting more competitive and more aggressive, or do we think refs are just clamping down on tackles? Do you think
getting more competitive? I think.
Yeah,
getting more the what you'd call the lower teams are getting more competitive. We've seen it already this season in terms of how they approach games. On that, Portland winning 2-0 with 9 players.
I was just about to say,
the Bobby Vilms revolution is in full swing up at Portland.
I bet if our Chloe was here, she'd probably be breathing from ear to ear. Because Portland, they're looking quite good actually, looking very good as a team.
Yeah.
Seattle Reign, they're
I mean,
it's like they're frustrated. Seattle Reign. It's like they're trying, but they can't quite get it going yet. But
I wonder if Bobby Vilms has gone across the city of Portland to have a drink with the men's manager at Portland and pick his brains.
Oh God. Phil, what are you doing? Right, okay, we'll do something else.
Phil, just to double check, what are you up to?
What are you up to so I can do something else?
Yes.
Whatever you're doing, I'll do the opposite. Thank you very much.
Getting a good victory, 2-1 win. Victory against
yes.
Utah, so
yeah, the Wave.
Utah. The Wave. Yeah, I mean, Emily said that it could have been at least 3 or 4 to San Diego Wave there.
San Diego play Portland tonight as well, I think.
Yes. So if on the NWSL Plus app, if you are in the UK, upcoming live events, we've got Washington Spirit versus Utah Royals starting in 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Ooh, go on, get on there.
You've then got Chicago Stars versus Orlando Pride, which is in 1 hour, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And then you've got into the night, you've got Seattle Reign and KC Current, as we mentioned. And then I'm just checking dates here. Yeah, San Diego versus Portland. And then the others aren't till the weekend. So yeah, so they all look to be on NWSL Plus and not TNT, which I've been caught out on a few times. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna stay up. Oh, it's on TNT. I don't have it. Right, okay, never mind. But yes, they all yeah.
For Denver, I also like my classic. You know, you have some players on Championship Manager who you sign no matter what. Or Football Manager who you sign no matter what. Delaney Sheehan is one I have from Denver, who will just sit there in the midfield. Very rarely scores, very rarely does much else, but constant 7.5 out of 10s. You know,
it's a good way to be.
The kind of player you want, one of those underrated players. But we need more love for the cloggers. We need more love for the players who just kind of turn up and constantly do a job. the workhorses.
Mm.
You know, let's appreciate the Shire horses of the NWSL who just turn up and do incredible.
Clap for the cloggers.
Hashtag clap for the cloggers.
Maybe should we go and bang some pans outside? The cloggers.
We'll have a clogger of the week in the the NWSL or the WSL. You know you have Barclays women. That's my term. You've got all the goals. I've got the description of players. Like you've got the cloggers who are just the midfielders who don't ever score much, but just kind of turn up.
Oh, the cloggers. The dependable ones, the reliable ones, the ones who never let you down.
Miri Taylor is a classic clogger. Like
I was literally just about to say, like a Miri Taylor, sticks a foot in, gets a job done.
This person's a clogger.
Oh no! See, Erin Cuthbert scores more goals. I would. She's an elite clogger. She's
Easy.
There's different levels of
She's a
clogger
top
depending
tier
on your
clogger.
subscription.
Top tier clogger. Yeah. Bex Rayner might be a clogger. We just didn't know about it.
You're just going to remind me of that, aren't you? Every other week when you're on day, you just be like, "How's Bex Rayner doing at the moment?"
Yeah.
Like,
I'd
You
love
know
if she
what? She's
scored.
probably going to turn into my favourite player now.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen her. But yeah, just let everyone know she's a midfielder, so it can it can work. She can be a clogger.
That was the point. She's a class. I'm just going through, and there's a fine line though between a clogger and a cart horse, right? Because
Well, as the old saying goes,
the old saying goes, put that on a t-shirt.
Can we get that on a t-shirt? Yeah, hang on.
Because-
right, when's that? 2:25.
I'm trying to think what the forward equivalent of a clogger is, because it's kind of like a workhorse, but a little bit more glamorous than a Shire horse. No,
Show porn.
Shire horse is the
So funny.
forward. It's the forward equivalent of a clogger, because they just run up and down, they back and forth, they just plod. They'll get your solid 8 or 9, 10 goals a season. You know,
Yeah.
and they'll always be around international squad. Danny Welbeck is a classic Shire horse. Like, he'll turn up and he'll score goals. Of course, with his dad, Stan, the bomb disposal expert. The pair of them. There we go. That took a moment.
Oh, dear. Very important question. Who'd be a Blackpool donkey?
Charlie Adam. That's a men's football joke. A Blackpool donkey. Well, Charlie Adam for the men, but for the women, someone who's the equivalent of Charlie Adam, who unaccountably ends up at a big club despite being not brilliant.
Harry Maguire.
Is Ryan still in the chat? Because I'm tempted to say Chloe Kelly, but we'll move on.
For men's football, I'd say Harry Maguire. That's his
Harry Maguire is Harry Maguire's a classic blogger. Harry Maguire is, you know.
And then women's football, I want to say Chloe Kelly, but probably might not be the right decision.
Millie Bright, controversially, classic clogger.
Oh.
At centre back. No nonsense.
Any stand on Millie, thank you, Paul.
You're saying that like clogger is an insult. It's not. It's an affectionate compliment.
Oh, okay. I thought you were calling her Blackpool Donkey. I thought you were calling her Blackpool Donkey. I was like,
On a Blackpool Donkeys, Yakubu. For the men. God, the Sky Blues have seen a few of them playing up front.
Just to prove my point from earlier, by the way, Washington Spirit and who are they playing?
Now,
Utah, is it?
Utah Royals.
Utah.
Yeah.
They're just making their way out to the pitch. It's nearly 11:05. They're just strolling out. It's like, yeah, we'll get going in a minute. Yeah.
Well, they've still got the flag out, haven't they?
They've still got that massive
just switched
parachute.
it on,
I
yeah.
wanted to throw like little balls into and just.
I mean, you know,
Yes.
Utah have got to have their pre-game
MP.
rally, so that's what it is. The rally speech means very different for Utah fans.
oh no.
I think Washington are in their flower kit as well. Just
not the
not make my
blue.
mind up on the blue.
Washington and Bloom. Bloom and back.
doing?
Oh, they've even got, if you can see behind, they've got the flowers on like the branding above the doorway.
Mm.
Oh God, there's flowers everywhere.
I mean, Utah are depressing because Utah have got Lara Prasnikar, who's very, very good indeed and probably deserves better than to be playing in Utah. Firstly, why didn't they call... It really annoys me that there is not a professional football team in Utah called the Utah Saints. Because there should be.
There should. I mean, maybe some copyright grounds, but yeah, there should. Oh, I forget to sing the national anthem. I've just got someone echoing really slowly in my ear. But yes, but hey, since the NWSL is starting, why don't we wrap up? So if anyone does want to go off and watch that one, then you are free to.
I'm just looking at the Utah Royals Wikipedia page, and I love the fact that there's a whole section which is America First was one of the credit union was one of the Royals' first sponsors. Upon the club's return to the NWSL, the credit union was announced as the front jersey sponsor, which caused controversy due to the history of the term America First, as well as the logo's resemblance to the Nazi Iron Eagle symbol and the Utah's decision to play in black shirts.
See, we were right.
The Royals issued a lengthy joint statement with the credit union, which stood firm on the partnership, and they play at America First Field.
It's just, there's lots of things again that have just missed the mark all the way through.
The team in the High Castle. That's what they are.
And what a beautiful note to end on, eh? So, yes, we'll leave that one there. We've gone pretty much all around the world as far as we can go, with some great talking points in there as well. So we will say thank you to the lovely Matt for joining us this evening. It's been lovely. You are welcome back anytime, mate. You really are. Just mute the annoying American commentator. I don't know. So yes, welcome back. Welcome back anytime, of course. Danny, Paul, thank you so much as well for joining. We will be back next Wednesday, where we'll have more Champions League action, more NWSL, more everything going on. So I think there might be a midweek Sunderland match going on at some point as well, against Birmingham City. Yay! So that should be fun all round. So yes, so have a lovely evening, everyone. If you're watching the NWSL, enjoy. And we'll see you back again next week. Good evening and go.